Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? Welcome in to another Dungeons and Gumdrops session. How we all doing? Welcome in. It is absolutely awesome to have you with us once again for another session. I hope you've been having a great week. It is the weekend, and that means we've got more Dungeons and Gumdrops, which is absolutely awesome. I believe, if I have a quick look, yep, we've got the entire crew here, which is awesome. Looks like they're all in stitches already, which is great. Hope you're all doing well. We're gonna jump in. We'll do a recap as well of what happened last session, as Box of Nachos was not with us. So we'll figure out how he's gonna fit in. We'll be talking about stuff that happened during the session, give you a bit of background. For session 18, The House is Alive. It is a part of our Spooktober series of sessions. This is the second one of it. We're probably going to end up with one more after it as well. Quite potentially, depends on if people die. But who knows? But it is great to have you with us here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to jump into the voice call with everyone else here in just 1 second. And we're going to jump on over. So hopefully that should be coming up now. Yep, perfect. It's got everybody.
I have TeamSpeak and Discord.
I will take Discord any day. For the little bit of mic problems I have, I'm totally solid with that.
Hey, Zelika, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in.
The scheme that we have today.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Dude, X-Fire was awesome.
It was so groundbreaking, and there's not that many people that even know it existed.
Yeah, I got custom skins for it and everything. I was a huge fan of it.
It was the first thing that ever gave you the ability to know what your friends were doing, like as far as playing games.
Yeah.
And then it gave you a way to connect to them, and it was just, it was amazing.
No, it was great.
Hey everyone, how are we all doing?
I'm doing real good.
Good.
Hey Val, I'm gonna send you a quick Discord message.
So are we going to start doing D&D over TeamSpeak then, Bird, please?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
You'll
I don't
host the
want to
server,
figure out
right?
another app.
I just looked at my.
I love that stuff. But I think I would love it. I haven't had
So
that
team, we've got everyone in the Discord to give you a
good.
rundown.
Also, whenever I opened up our
in terms
DM,
of
I just saw
Who's
sex
where?
question mark, and I literally about busted out laughing.
So
I'm
we've
showing my
got
girlfriend, like, this is the kind of people I play D&D with. Can you believe these guys? Come on.
Babaloo coming
Just so
in
you
with
guys
the
don't get
5th month
fussed.
resub to the first company. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Great to have ya.
So, Bird.
So, Babaloo is one of the crew that plays with us. To give you a rundown on who is where.
How do you think Scarth is going to come in? Is he just
we
gonna,
have
like,
got
wander
Babaloo in the top left,
or it's
then
like,
Balithal. Iron Smithy is the chair currently. Then you've got myself. Next to me, you've then got Sugarsockz. Then Firepoison. Then down underneath Firepoison, you've got Bird, iEnemyBeneath, Kane, and Box of Nachos. That's our party. That's our group. Bird is our DM, and she is currently speaking to Box about his character. So it's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to this session.
It was just kind of like, oh, well, I'm going to wander into this room and see what's up.
A lot.
So I think that ideally you could have been outside. When we first started the session, there were the 2 children outside, Thorn and Rose. You could have stayed with them for an extra few minutes and came in just shortly after and started looking around. It's not really, they didn't get very far. I specifically did that. It was more of just setting and finding some rooms and understanding a little bit more kind of sort of ish about the house.
Wait, I have to pull up my powerful lich lines for whenever I talk to people.
Alright, hopefully that should be a bit clearer. No worries at all, Dragoon. Thank you for the luck, my friends. So.
Are you yelling at us?
Yeah, you're yelling at us right now, man.
Sorry, hot micing.
Why are you
Sorry.
yelling? Scotty, calm down. Indoor voices only, please.
I have notifications turned on, but
Inside
like
the house voices. We're not outside the house anymore. Inside the house.
And he's just screaming in my ears like, man.
Apologies, team. Forgot to mute myself. It's a rare occurrence that it happens.
Okay, guys. Let's go do that stuff right now.
right now, 1,000 subs, guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Scotty Dean. I really like to mic.
We all.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think that is the first time during D&D that I've hot mic'd.
It is. It definitely is.
We'll never let it down.
No, I won't.
I had
Okay.
mine without even being here last week. I don't even know how that.
So that's a big old meme for you guys. Hopefully you can hear me a
He's
bit
yelling
clearer
again.
now.
I can see it. I can
You
sense it.
tell. Like his poor chat. Like,
So
what did
much
they do to
yelling
deserve
happening.
this?
Oh, he's just muted. Perfect. So I can sit there and go, hi, my name is Scotty D. Welcome to 40K Painting.
Damn it, Sugar.
That was a spot on impression.
I was gonna say, I think that was spot on.
I gotta
She
get
will
the-
be in a second, Dragoon. She will be.
Glue. You gotta drop the miniature in the glue.
Oh yeah, that's
you're right.
right.
Hold on.
I
Where's
got
the
that.
Where's the miniature? You gotta drop it.
Hey,
You also gotta like it.
It's a pro move.
Oh, yeah, we gotta like it.
speaking of minis, I have a whole bunch of minis, and I was wondering if like there should be a time where me and you can meet up, and like I'll just come over to your house or something, and we can paint.
To who? To Scotty?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
You're
you'd
gonna
have
go
to fly to Australia.
Oh no, I'll just walk. It's fine.
Alright, so for you guys in chat.
New World, and with everybody saying that New World is like Australia where everything wants to kill you, I don't know if I want to go to Australia anymore.
Bye bye, real quick.
See what happens. See what's happening, chat. See what's happening.
Are you going night night?
Nah.
Night night?
Night.
Night
You're
night.
gonna go up to bed?
Alright,
Bye.
Where are you going?
so whilst
Night.
everyone's quieter,
Are you going up?
top left is Babalu.
Good job.
Then
Alright.
next between Babalu,
Can you blow
Ah,
kisses?
man.
so
Go.
going from left to right, and then we'll go down.
Nah.
Good job.
Good job.
Melee.
Bye.
Have a kiss.
Melee.
Good job.
I know, Dragoon. Betty can say melee better than Smithy, yes. So,
Oh, there's another child.
you've got
Bye bye.
So many kids here.
the chair that's missing
Hey,
is Babalu. Then next to Babalu with the small
Bye-bye,
children
little
is...
Hello.
Yeah, true.
Bye bye.
Is Balithal.
Did you
Then
poop?
between
You
me
smell like poop.
and Balithal is Smithy.
Mom.
Then next to Smithy,
don't embarrass
next to
me on
me,
camera.
on the right-hand side
She's over
is
here going,
Sugarsockz.
So cute.
Then next to Sugarsockz is Firepoison. Then underneath Sugarsockz... Sorry,
He
underneath
doesn't
Firepoison
smell
is
so
Bird.
cute, let me tell
Then
you.
underneath Bird is iEnemyBeneath. Underneath Bird is iEnemyBeneath. Then underneath
my like going
iEnemyBeneath
lines.
is Kane, and then underneath Kane is
Also, Smithy, I sent
Boxinacho.
you some-
Hopefully that's
The
clear
same thing I
enough.
sent Val.
Apologies if it's not Zelica. Apologies if it not.
Ooh.
So I'm trying.
Yes, please. I'll take one.
No, it's good. It's just not as good as what I would want it to be.
Sending you my PO box right now.
Oh, no, remember, I can't send you alcohol. Last time I mentioned that, and she yelled at me.
True. It's true.
Yeah.
We got in trouble.
Yeah. I got in trouble.
Well, I mean, that person's no longer with us either.
Hmm?
I don't believe.
Okay.
Like, no longer with the community. If it's who I think it was that yelled at you.
Maybe. I don't know. I just remember being hurt. I was like, and I'll never come back here ever again. Die.
We love you. We love you, Fox.
No, because I remember what it was. It was for your birth. No, it wasn't your birthday last year.
It's either the birthday or the 1 year, I think, that we were talking about it.
Yeah, it was the 1 year. And I was like, hey, I actually just finished up some of my homemade mead that I make. and I don't know the legal ramifications of it, but if it was possible, would you want some? And then I got pulled into a little like chat one-on-one. They're like, you can't say that, that's illegal. I'm like, okay. I was just asking.
Wait, who said that?
I don't know. It's I can look at my Twitch messages. It was
Wait, what's illegal?
Sending alcohol to Canada.
Someone said, the person that said it is, I think they are no longer a part of your community. I haven't heard what happened, but I just don't see them anymore. But they said, I know you don't mean it seriously. I mean, I was serious. I was willing to send you something. But
yeah, I don't know what is going on.
Careful. I was like, what?
And by
you know exactly who it is, Sugar.
I also make mead.
What the? Really?
Yes. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time.
I
also make mead.
I have a batch of 3 gallons of what me and my buddy called Outlaw's tea.
Yeah,
which
likely.
He harvested sassafras root, dry aged them, and then I made sassafras tea and then turned it into mead.
Nice.
It is.
Okay, so I'm making a PO box across the border, the next town over. We'll just ship it to that, and I'll go pick it up.
Is I made a sizer, which is instead of using water in the mead with the honey, I think
they're talking about mead. Dragoon.
The other component. Oh my goodness.
One of my the one I make most often. I don't even make really traditional mead anymore. I think it's okay, but it doesn't beat melomels, which are the fruited ones.
No, is it all Dragoon?
Is
Catch you
what
soon.
I call golden lemonade because it has this golden brownish tint to it, and the lemon hides the alcohol flavor, and it just it's good. Whenever I make it, I'm making it in 5-gallon batches.
Yeah. I have.
You guys are making me drool.
I have 3 5-gallon carboys down in the basement.
I have one 5-gallon carboy, one 5-gallon carboy, and I have about 4 1-gallon carboys.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Smithy. That's funny you say that. That's actually my next flavor: Iron Smithy Drool Mead.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I will have the PO box open. It'll be in New York State and about a 5-minute drive from here.
I'll also have my PO box open because I need Iron Smithy spit. So.
Okay. So here's what we'll do.
This just
you
took a
can
turn.
ship it to me because that's legal. You can actually cross the border with alcohol with a certain amount. So
Yeah.
I will drive it to.
That's what I'm saying. I could.
Place.
There's well, I mean that works too. Then I get to meet Val, my new best friend and everything. And
I mean, I think
cool.
I think I'm 8 hours away from Ontario.
The other option is literally across the border. Ogdensburg in New York State is a 5-minute drive from me.
You see,
I can create a PO box there, drive over, grab the stuff out of the PO box, and good to go.
You see, that's the problem. Is I refuse to go to New York on principle.
It's kind of like me with Ohio.
I had to go to Ohio. They were like, "You're gonna die if you don't." I'm like, "Don't take me to Ohio."
Yeah, Ohio is. I mean, yeah. Apologies to anybody in Ohio that might be listening, but sucks.
My apology is that you're in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I apologize that you're there. I should probably go live.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Maybe. It's probably a good thing you didn't go live till now, because what if your first viewer that you got was just someone from Ohio and then just left him?
So...
No, but Bell, you have to think that you either want to escape from Coinland.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're willing.
The turn that this has taken, chat. The turn that this has taken.
It's like a reverse VPN, but it tracks if you're in Ohio, and if it is, you can't watch my stream.
Dang it! I always forget to update the title until after I hit go live.
Well done.
Also, Smithy, I'm gonna DM you.
Okay.
In a minute.
DMs are open.
It's just a question I have. It's not urgent.
You're good. I'm literally looking at your DMs right now because I still had it open from the whiskey.
So, chat.
It's just curiosity. I had sort of picked up on something, and then I just didn't say anything.
All right. So, now
also,
that everyone...
I'm still mad at you and Sugar for making me buy New World. So,
no, you're not. Best decision you've ever made.
Oh, I'm furious. You know why?
Has it taken over your life yet?
No, I don't have a life. That's the thing. These 3 hours every day, this is my life. I have nothing else. So, I work and then I go work on my house. And then whenever I have any free time, it's New World or D&D. So I can't even play VR anymore.
Yes. One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Oh, hey, by the way,
one of us.
I have a level 23 blue all-strength axe for you.
Dude, awesome. I need an axe.
Yeah.
My axe is okay.
I know you were interested in that one guy was selling, and like literally we were in that dungeon and I got one to drop and it was to level 23 and I went to go message you and you were gone.
You said that he wasn't in the company more, and I was like, I'm gonna start throwing shit.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna make him regret. But also, I'm very excited to be sleep deprived tomorrow.
Fantastic.
What that means is he's playing New World with us tonight after D&D.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
I heard.
So are we ready for a full white or what?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I have to imitate Scotty again.
Oh boy.
Hi, my name is Sugarsockz and I'm here. Welcome everybody. Let's go going.
Sheesh.
You should make a character.
Hot mics one time and he'll never live it down.
Okay.
You should make a character whenever you're.
So
in this group, never. You'll never live it down.
So for context for Sugar's chat, I was talking with my chat, and I forgot to mute myself in Discord, and that's how I was hot micing. And these motley crew are deciding to keep bringing it and just laying it on thick with me.
100%.
Who you call Motley? What?
The fact that you assumed anything less, I'm disappointed.
I mean, fair.
Really disappointed.
Fair.
I need to do a quick thing before we start playing.
I do too, actually. I just realized that I've hit a new record, so hold please. I need to snip this just for Sugar. Hold please.
Hit a new record. Wait, what?
I don't like that at all.
You'll see.
Where is this? Where is this happening?
I'll put it in funny things.
We all get it? Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Funny things. Funny things.
I believe everyone is also live, so after we view this funny thing,
I'm very concerned. I'm gonna be honest.
then we can.
It's happening.
Funny thing.
We'll get started. We shall get started.
Where is funny things?
There we go.
We're sure.
Wait, what the hell is that? Oh my god.
I can't find funny things.
So
What is that?
That is a lot. That's the amount of tabs he has open?
That's my tabs on one window. That's on one of my windows. I have 3 windows open currently.
Gosh.
I cannot find funny things. Where
That
is it?
requires an applause, sir. Well done. How many is that? I can't count them.
It's under the forest box.
I need to make it very clear too that so while Babalu was going through hell with his chip challenge, I was going back in that same video to watch it, and I had it pulled up on Fire's computer because it's connected to the TV in the living room, so I could show it to like my parents at the same time. I couldn't grab the tab. It just kept closing.
You're not supposed to grab it. You're just supposed to open a new one.
Is that 38 tabs? I'm counting 38.
I literally tried to open a new tab to do that, and I couldn't take that singular tab. I should have opened a new window.
Correct. It is 38.
So
I already have 2 open windows. If
Wait.
you could use any of those. One of my other windows has
Nat
11 tabs
20
on it right now.
initiative.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to do that, huh?
yes. Whoa. Hold up. Before we get to that point, though, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the recap that we need to cover.
Did he just yell at us again?
Yell at us again.
What is yelling? What is going on? Scott, are you okay?
Jeez.
Why
Hard.
did you say no valid
Don't take
token?
it out on your friends, dude.
You gotta click on your token and then do it. Man. What?
Oh, my bad.
You guys are hilarious.
Yelling at me. Hey. Okay, go.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another session of Dungeons and Gumdrops. And before we get into today's session, we're going to start off with the recap of Session 17, The Nightmares of Dread. So, we pick up our party members, whether they were down in the New Realm with Lycan, the God of Myr, or they were in the banks of Barovia, and they have fallen asleep. However, they are in this dream state, and they're seeing through the eyes of people, but their actions are not their own, their words are not their own, but it's like that they're this person. And each party member is seeing through a different person's eyes. And we aren't in control. So as we progress, all these characters are being forced towards this one central location by the mist. These people have been in Barovia for a long time, long time, so much so that each one knows of each other. They've formed groups and fallen apart. There's been rifts in relationships formed. And we all converge on this one house. There are 2 children sitting out the front with one of them crying, the youngest. Or not the youngest, the younger boy. Their names are Rose and Thorn. And Thorn is the one who's crying, holding a bear that is very recognizable. So I also did a bit of lore digging and found that the toy shop that we know of it's from is Binsky's as well, because we were told that it looks familiar, and I dare say it's from that place.
Frickin' Binsky's.
So then Vandry, who is the character that Evanora is seeing through, approaches these children and asks them what's going on, finding out that they want to go back inside to their parents, but they can't because of the monsters that are there. And the monsters constantly howl from the basement. Now, they're brave, but they're scared, as you'd expect young children to be. And Vandry's very much like, oh, I could go in there and I can do this and I can take him down for you, being the macho assassin that she is. And Eladin, who Altharion is seeing through, is very much like, well, I'm not going to let you do it alone. Being the lawful good paladin of the group, is like, is going to go in. Now, Zaleron, that Rogar is seeing through, has a very, very bad relationship with Eladin. They do not get on whatsoever. So there is constant whips back and forth already occurring. Now, as the party starts to move in, the children go onto the other side of the road. And we promise to go in there and deal with the monsters. But before that, Balithal heads over to them and casts a spell on the bear, saying that the bear will protect you from any monsters. As we enter the house, it starts to creak. It's almost like it's in disrepair. As we continue to head in, there's kind of a plaque on the right-hand side from memory that we could see a crest. And Paladin was able to recognize and believe that it's the Durst family crest, sharing this with the party as well. And it's of a golden windmill. Well said, Smithy.
You.
My bad.
Button, dude.
It literally it escaped me. It was not planned. I promise you.
Wow. So ladylike.
So everyone's hot micing today. Got it? Alright, continuing on. As the party keeps on going through, we get into this main foyer that's got the stairs going up to the second level on our right. There's a couple of doors that we can go through now. Vandry and Zaleron, they head into the main dining room, and they see that there is silverware there, without any dust, without any age, despite all the photos and everything on the walls, and the general look of the place being very, very old. And there's all these taxidermied wolves and deer on the walls, but they feel a sense that they're being watched. Whilst they're searching through there, and then Zaleron also goes into the kitchen and finds a bunch of food, Kaiser, who Drakax is seeing through, goes into another room. It's got a fireplace, it's got several taxidermied animals, but it's got murals on the wall as well, as does the dining room, kind of depicting hunting that the Durst family had done. Now, Kaiser, being the inquisitive sort, goes through and searches through the cabinets, searching through the first, but then breaking into another one, finding several crossbows and a lot of crossbow bolts to go with it. Silvered crossbow bolts, I believe. But he also gets a sense that he's being watched. It's at that point he comes out with them, and Eladin's like, well, if no one else is going to take a crossbow from you, because he offered, I would like to take one because I don't have any ranged weaponry apart from magic. And also got 5 bolts, but then asked for another 5, not knowing that there was a heck of a lot more bolts than Kaiser was letting on. Now, Balithal heads back into the room with ZR. Balithal is who Rukhar is seeing through, and ZR is who nAga is seeing through. Just to kind of sense what's going on in that room. But before that, Balithal does a detect magic and sees that the house is entirely magical. That it's lighting up for him. And as he heads into the room that Kaiser just came out of, it has the exact same effect. It's also at this point that Zaleron and Eladin go back and forth with a little bit of banter, and Eladin's just like, oh, I've had enough, I'm gonna go help Balithal. And does a divine sense. Not picking up too much, apart from the same square in the corner that Balithal's also picked up on. But Balithal's also hearing the whining from the taxidermied wolves. So we're searching through and we're explaining a few things to ZR. Being a construct, his logical processes don't really understand what's going on and what we're seeing with our own eyes. So much so we're investigating this one spot, and ZR just pulls out his Void Blade and just slams it into the ground. Nothing happens. But then we start to leave that room, whilst over in the dining room, hey you, who Carric is seeing through, goes and sees that, no, Varric. Sorry, Carric is, and I keep on getting those two mixed up. My apologies. So, Varric is looking through Heiyu's eyes. Now, Heiyu is, some might call it a perpetual, some might call it someone who pretty much acts like a phoenix. Every time they die, they get reborn. They don't have any memories, all that kind of stuff. So that's what Heiyu, and that's where he gets his name, decides to start picking up the silverware from the dining room table. So then we all kind of gather back in and we start to hear movement upstairs. And so we head up. It's from there that we then come to a second landing. Now you're a good wicked clown, don't stress.
He's muted.
Sorry, just had to just chat for a sec. And we get to this landing, and on each side, as we come up, there is 2 steel knights in full plate armor on either side, with spears, guarding a door on each side. We then try and open the right-hand side door, but it's locked. We then try the left. It's also locked. But it's at this point that Z1 yet again pulls out his Void Blade and just cuts through the middle of the door, breaking the lock. Or so he thinks. And the door opens. Some of us head on in, Zaleron, Eladin, Balithal, and Z1 from memory. And there's a piano, there's a harp, and on its own, the piano starts to play. Not really picking up anything too magical, Eladin sees a fire. Actually, no, this was downstairs. Eladin saw a fire and did the clap 3 times. Because he knows of these fires around Barovia that can trance people. And he wanted to make sure that the fire...
Barovian firefighter.
Yeah. Wanted to make sure that the fire didn't catch them in trance. And it was just the fire emanating from below in the second level there. One key detail. So, as we continue to move through the house, sounds like it's moving itself and it creaks. Unlike any other old house, we exit that room, and Zaleron notices some skeletons. From memory, I think it was Zaleron. And so we leave, but as the last person leaves the room, the knights cross their spears, the doors close, and we hear the lock rearm. But then the other door unlocks. Now Zaleron, Balithal, Vandry, and Eladin head on in whilst the rest stand in the other space on the landing still. And it's a library of sorts. They're searching through the books and they find a book that hasn't got a label on its binding. Now Zaleron has seen this before, pulled the book, and it opened up a secret room. Both Balithal and Zaleron head on in, finding that there is a skeleton there that is in front of a chest that had triggered the trap from the chest. Now, there was many magical books in this room, many scrolls that both Balithal and Zaleron had claimed. And it's at this point, Balithal casts Speak with the Dead on the corpse to see if they can gain some information from what's going on. Picking up some small details, they come back out. And it's at this point the same thing happens on that side. The knights cross their spears, the doors lock. Before we move up any further, Zaleron, knowing how these pieces of armor operate, decides to tap him on the head. And I believe it was ZR also removed 2 helmets from each of them. From 2 of them. It's at this point we continue up to the next story, where there is an obsidian black knight. And Zaleron, knowing the exact same, that he knocks on the helmet and we are told to roll for initiative. And that is where we will pick up session 18. The house is alive.
Nice.
Well, thank
Nicely done.
Hopefully I picked up on everything that was key. I hope I didn't miss anything out too much.
You missed all the stuff.
Oh, there was a few funny things like, hey, you doing the whole pointing the spoon out, going.
A spoon.
The spoon.
I think it was to Zalero, and it was like, if we can take their spoons, we can take their lives.
Yes.
Which was a funny
God.
clip.
Fantastic.
Hold on. Where's the clip? I have it
It was
saved.
to,
I literally have it bookmarked.
It was the Vandry and Zarlon that he handed him 2 spoons. It was like, we could take their spoons, we could take their lives.
Yeah.
No, it was.
And yes, Wicked Clown, welcome in. The sound alerts are there. They're just overruled by this sound because of how loud it is.
This entire time still.
In this entire.
And that is Kane, you are correct, and Bird is here as well. So I was just doing the
There needs to be an alert sound now.
whatchamacallit, the
I
recap
really
from
want
last
to turn
session.
If we can take their spoons, we can take their lives and turn alerts. So
You
bad.
should. Every time someone like follows.
Yeah.
Specifically on D&D days.
Right.
Oh my god, especially with Facebook, I can start telling people, make sure you have your spoon, like the stream.
Spoon the stream? Okay.
Whoa.
Make sure you spoon the stream, like the stream.
Yeah, I know, Wicked Clown, I know.
I gotta see if I can get, I gotta ask Darkness. I'll see if I can slide into his DMs and be like, hey, can I, just out of curiosity, if I were to take you like, hey, Sugar, as an alert, is that okay with you?
Right?
Can I do that? Like, as a follower, every time it's just like, hey, Sugar.
Sweet.
We'll see.
You're right.
Before we
The
get started,
spoon
I
thing should be for subs.
I'd just like to say it was really a pleasure playing these characters with you, and now I feel like Bird's gonna kill us all.
Well, I'm so ready. I'm ready to die.
We got this. We got this.
Hey, Balithal. I'm up there with you.
Well, blind squirrel.
Make sure you guys roll full initiative.
The
Yes.
only one who doesn't have to yet is Scarf.
Holy freaking 20s.
Yes, sir. Remember, I've got the alert feat, so it means that I can't
So-
be...
Why?
Vandry, but I mean,
It's just a 20. I rolled a 25. Come on.
I get +8.
I get +5. I
get +3, and anyway.
Wait, you have a +8?
Wicked Clown.
For that?
I get +5 from the feat itself, so I got a natural +3.
Hey,
Got it.
DM, what do my
So no, she did because
everything
she's
is
doing
black
Quest
and I
for
can't
Conquer
control my
Cancer, Wicked
character.
Clown. So they've
Dun,
just
dun,
raised probably about
dun.
over $7,500 for it.
Wow.
And that was one of the things she did.
Oh, come back. Wait, you can't hear me.
Who messed with it?
Come back.
Who did that? That was mean.
Well, you're supposed to have the not including non-video chatters turned on.
That way it's even funnier when the video chatters leave.
Sheesh.
Why is
But
it
yeah, so
funny
it's
right
not the
now?
lighting.
No one told me I couldn't play. So.
He's whining.
Jeez, we've all got high level initiative.
Oh, Bird's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only
yeah,
person I'm
yeah,
waiting
go
for is for Fire to roll initiative. Yeah. I think that's all I'm missing.
Oh, that hurts.
Oofed.
No, I want to be lower. I want to as low as possible.
Got it.
You have a +10 to initiative?
+1.
+1, yeah.
Oh, I thought that you rolled a 1 and you got a +10. I was like, what the?
No.
Kaiser, I saw an 11 for Kaiser, a 10 for
Vandry.
Vandry.
I got a 0.
Yeah, I'm not a
Alright.
bard or anything, so I'll need to go first.
Mm-hmm.
I have elephants upstairs. Sorry, I'm just waiting for them to not be jogging around the house when I'm speaking. So,
So rude,
anywho, it really it is absurd.
Hi, Bird. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. I want to just I changed, obviously, as you can see, I changed some of the sizing of things, and I made everybody half sizes so we can actually see what the heck's going on in these little rooms. Unlike
Big
the
fan.
last time. So I need to move a couple of people here. So Scarth is technically still on the second floor. Has not really come up to you. He's at the bottom of the staircase. So that's why he hasn't rolled in yet. You are Captain Pokey over here. So you got to get closer.
Do I have to though?
I mean, you decided to poke the armor in the head, so yes. You gotta be within melee range. Just saying.
Decisions were made.
Decisions
Yep.
were made.
Okay, I
You
go
done did the
before
thing
them,
to
right?
yourself.
I do. Okay. Whew.
Well, not the first roll, because you poked.
Yeah, surprise round.
Oh,
So,
They
Mr.
get free attack round.
Yeah, Mr. Armor gets a nice good hit on you first. Anybody else that was coming up the stairs, because I remember I just threw everyone into this room, kind of place yourselves the way you were coming up the stairs or where you might be in this situation. Because I moved everybody, kind of, so
Oh,
I want to
boy.
make it fair and
That
let
was
you
a
guys.
week ago, and his sugar puts it. I slept since
Position.
then.
I know. I know.
I remember I was the last one coming up the stairs.
I still can't see anything, so
Really?
Oh no.
yeah.
Let me see if I can give you some light here.
I don't know what's going on.
You should have.
I see my
perfect-
token, but there's nothing else around me.
That's no good.
Interesting.
I also can't move the token.
You can't move the token?
Mm-mm.
Well, if you can't see it with the token, you can't move the token. Is it really your token?
It might not be.
You, you shouldn't have these problems. Come on, give me the things. Where are you? Just want to make sure that you're. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have a problem. Let's see. I'm gonna remove it, save it, and put it back, and see if then I can help you control it.
Yeah, and I'm reloading too.
Well, I took away your permission and then put it back, so I'm hopeful that helps reset it. Alright, maybe. Oh no, we'll get you figured out. You have some time anyway. All right. Everybody else feels confident with their positioning at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see
I'd say so.
who's in here because of this nameplate. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Wait, what? What's gonna drive you nuts?
I can't see through the nameplate of this animated armor, and it's gonna drive me
Oh.
bananas.
I'm sorry.
So hopefully you guys can see on that bottom left-hand side of the main D&D screen has got our initiative order. We have got Balithal up first, followed by Bram, which is iEnemyBeneath's character, then myself and Kaiser,
Why is it just not allowing me
and
to change anything?
can't remember who that is.
Oh,
Maybe it's Hey You. Get to go next. After that, all on 20.
I'd
So-
never be that way. Alright, so it starts down there.
Mhm.
Hey, you're good over there where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does he
Take
get a
this
choice?
armor, because you poked the damn thing in the head,
He didn't poke the armor.
right?
Your actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here for it. Got a plan.
Where did it go?
Does it involve dying?
Hopefully not.
But
Yeah, that's my plan for every occasion. Just don't die, and it's worked 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're setting up here, I'm trying to find these clips to send to Herc for the WWP stuff. And I just found the Flameheart is breaking me down clip. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Ah, good job, Sher. Good job. I'm the punniest. It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
Sorry, what was the joke?
I was talking about my going live notification for Twitter at one point when we were still sailing with Smithy and I. And my post was that Flameheart is breaking me down.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. It's okay.
Sheesh.
I mean,
It's fine.
whenever I used to not D&D stream all the time, I used to put puns in my title every time. Because
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
I love puns because most of the time, whenever I got new viewers, there's people coming in to be mad at me. They're like, "Your pun sucks, you loser." I'm like, "Yeah, it is, but where are you?"
Oof.
How's the reload going, Fire?
I'm good now.
Okay, you can see everything as intended?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, so Mr. Armor over here is gonna... Oh, okay, cool. Just gonna try to slam you back a bit. More of a surprise. That totally failed. Wow, you're shitty. All right, cool. But he gets a double attack, so hopefully... No, okay, what's going on? I got the worst initiative roll.
He's
in the
intimidated.
world, but it's okay. I got this. All right, fine.
If you want to keep that intimidation, your next turn, you just gotta straight up just flex the entire turn.
Right? That's not what I wanted. Where's my stuff? There it is.
I mean, on the plus side, you get to go like back to back to back.
Yeah, technically speaking, yes. I just want to see if this is set right. So give me 2 seconds. Nope, that's fine.
I didn't realize how broken Uncanny Dodge is.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Like now that we actually have combat, I'm like looking through all my stuff. I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
it's
half
brutal.
half the damage. Yeah, it's great.
All the stuff I'm looking at is busted as well for me. It's insane.
Like elusive is also absolutely dumb.
Yeah, some of them are kind of brutal.
If you get rogue at a really high level, they can be very scary.
Mm.
I think there's like a ability.
Assassinate is dumb.
I think there's an ability they can get at like level 20. I think it's where they can just choose to not die. I don't know.
Called no. The
It's got-
ability?
Nope. I'm going to move this one forward. He's not going to do anything yet. And this one is going to also step forward because they're pissed at Smithy at the moment. And this one's also going to
Ew.
attack. I fixed it. 22. It was set to whisper, and I don't know why. So, does 22 hit you? I don't know what your ACs are this round.
Well, first, before that, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
We're gonna lower that a little bit, hopefully. I believe 22 does. My AC is 15. How do I D4? Did I roll that properly? That's a full 4? Okay. So we reduce that by 4. Still gonna hit me, isn't it?
What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, you still hit you.
Damn it. Should have done the math before even rolling it.
Yeah, so you don't take very much damage because it's already listed there. That it's only 6 damage
Okay.
for that. Which
So I just take 6 damage?
plus 2 plus 0. Yeah, it's just 6 damage. What is with these sets here?
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's it for them. It goes
Cool.
to Ball.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
Hit me with
Protect
them.
me, friend.
Okay, so my weapon requires a bonus action,
Okay.
and Blade Song requires a bonus action. my question is, obviously I can't do both of those in one turn. Do I have to have a blade out to enter Blade Song?
I don't know. Let's find out. It should say it if anything.
It's very vague.
Yeah,
Like
they usually are.
it's a book and a half to read.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. Open Sesame. Give me the information. Thank you.
It tells you when you can't use it.
So I'm just reading through all my spells now that I can use, and there's some useless ones that I picked, and there's some absolutely busted ones that I picked. Like Sacred Flame as a cantrip is nuts at level
Doesn't
19.
look like you have to have a weapon out.
Perfect. Glad I'm a monk. So, first of all, I'm going to activate Blade Song.
Okay.
So I get all those
benefits.
bonuses.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move up. Can I move? What's up? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I mean, I have a ton of movement points now. If I move, like, I don't want to move somewhere where I'm putting myself into a position to be flanked.
Okay.
If I move like right there, I'm not actually flanked by that other guy, right?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
You would need
sorry,
two of
Aaron,
them, one at your back, so they would essentially have to be here
Okay.
as well.
What about if I was there? That's
No,
kind
you'd
of
still be fine.
Would I be flanked because there's two?
No, you'd be
opposite
fine.
Corners.
No, they would have to. It would have to be in front and behind you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you stepped over one spot, then you would be flanked.
Right. Like if I was
Right.
there.
Yes.
that's flanked.
Then you would be flanked. Right.
Okay. I just making sure.
Yeah.
So I know where
No,
to
you're
put
fine.
myself.
Read.
Okay.
Skip
Uh,
pants.
I gotta-
Oh my. Okay. Whoa. Fire.
So which one pushed my buddy?
The one closest to the wall, directly in front of them.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I gotta like read everything again.
Oh no, you're fine. You're totally fine.
How do I?
There's gonna be a lot of that, I think, going on. As people are
Yeah.
like, wait, what do I
especially early
do?
on.
Yeah. Right, exactly. You're fine.
Bird, how do I do the? How do I check distances again?
The ruler button. Like fourth one
It
down.
looks like a circle with a ruler,
Ah, there we go.
and then
Perfect,
just
thank you.
hold and drag. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to attack with unarmed strike at the guy. Why is he not showing?
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. I finally got it to ping.
That one. Okay.
Oof. Wish it was with the advantage.
Ooh.
Nice, right? That does not hit.
So I get a second attack.
Yep.
Because that's cool.
That hits. Nice.
And I think that's it for me.
Okay.
For now.
You
Ease
got it.
into this.
Yeah. That's totally fine. Bram.
All right. I need to figure out how to get away. Literally.
Where are you placed?
Right.
Okay, you're right there.
Up the stairs.
Okay.
Bear with me. I was looking through. I can't remember if I have anything that lets me separate. Oops, that was not. that was supposed to be me reading it. Oh, I'm using it.
That's not what I meant to do.
There's gonna be a lot of that too.
A lot of it, yes.
Yep. So, chat, it's almost my turn, so I'm going to walk you through what I'm about to do. So, I'm going to start off with opening up with a cantrip called Sacred Flame. And so what this does is the target must pass a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. It increases by 1d8 when I hit level 5, 11, and 17. Considering I'm level 19, it's going to be cast with 4d8 worth of damage. I'm then going to walk up and at the same time as doing that, I am then going to move in and either just draw my shield, or I'm going to do True Strike and go into Strike. Those are the two possible course of actions I'm thinking of following through, but we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna have to take a smack in here because I cannot get away.
This is the noob in me coming out. You can't just like walk away.
There's a guy right there, so take a hit
I mean,
from
who
him.
is engaged with Smithy?
Oh,
back
he's-
to
You're
you.
kind of behind him, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I didn't know if he was gonna
Yeah.
have advantage at all. Oops, got seat. Well, I'm gonna put that on him
Okay.
here.
What does that do now?
And before I do that, does that then turn his attention to me, or is he gonna be focused on his
No, it shouldn't, because it's not actually doing anything physically to him at the moment.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware. Yeah, you mystically mark an enemy. I have that one.
And I'm gonna move back in here. Get away from him. And then it doesn't take my attack away, right? I can do that still, correct?
Oh, yes, correct.
I can okay.
Yeah, because the Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
Okay. So then guess with that.
You're aiming at the guy that was just in front of you.
The guy that I hit with the hunter's mark, yeah. So that's gonna give me that plus well, how does this work? Sorry, I have to hit
No,
him right.
You have to hit him first. It's more on advantages on saving throws and on damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to hit him first. And that does not hit.
Okay. And I think I'm done. I don't think I can do anything else.
All right. Eliodon.
Alrighty, so I'm going to start to move up.
Okay.
But as I do I see any of the knights from down below starting to make their way up?
Not currently.
Cool. So I'm gonna move up here and
You do
then.
see Scarth, though, making his way up very slowly.
All right. Good to know. And then I'm going to open up with the one that Zarlon decided to tap on the head and awaken. I'm going to then... So, quick question, Bird. How many actions do we get per turn now?
It depends on your character and what feats they might have.
Okay.
Some should have 2 or 3, depending on who you are, plus your bonus action and movement.
All right.
So, I don't know what you have built in.
I've-
Likely, most people, I think, have 2 at this point,
Yeah, because I do
at a
get...
minimum.
I've got an extra attack.
Okay.
But I don't think I've got any other ones for that. So...
Okay. So, yeah, you should have 2
All right.
at a
Well,
minimum.
All right, I'm gonna start off with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
It is a cantrip, and against the one that Zaleron is doing, has to make a dexterity saving throw, or take 4d8 radiant damage.
Alright, so it's a dex save?
Yes, of 17.
No. Roll me some damage. Nice. Okay.
So that's 14 damage, and then we're gonna go with Then I am actually just going to pull out my shield as my other action, because I had that on my back, and that will be my turn.
Okay. You got it. Is he back? Kane? I don't think he's back yet. You guys can help the wife. All right, we'll skip him for now, and then we'll come back to him afterwards. Hey, you.
Yes.
It is your turn, my dear.
All right. All right. Let me see. Which guy are we all attacking? It's just the one on the bottom-ish left, right? Yeah. Okay.
Between the two of those two both attacked already,
Right.
or tried to at least. So either one, I think people have been splitting them up a little bit.
Okay.
So the one to the north hasn't done anything, but
Gotcha. Okay. Random question. How do we tell how many actions we have? Again?
so it
For
just
spell
depends
slots?
on
Yeah.
on you individually.
Okay.
Most of the time in your actions somewhere it'll say if you have a multi-attack,
Okay.
or one of your feats may have it stated that you get a second attack. I can actually look at it. So on your character sheets,
I don't think I have much.
let's just, what are
Just double
you? You're a
check.
ranger. I
Yes.
think you get multiple attacks without feats.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, you do. Extra attack. It's right there. Yeah. Let's just see what it is. But what do you get out of it? Where'd it go? There it is.
You only get the extra attack once, right? As far as like from one class.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about spell slots? How do we tell spell slots?
So spell slots
Since we're on
are
that topic.
it'll be determined on your class. It should be, so if you go to your spells, it'll say slots total. That's the amount of times you can cast spells in those slots.
And remember, you can always upcast spells.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. I don't see a slots total.
All right. 1 second.
No worries. Anyways, we can wait till I get to my turn. He's back. Look at that.
All right. So, yes, you do get an extra attack. So you get 2 attacks
Okay.
on your turn.
Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll just attack the guy straight at me. This. Am I clicking it? I can't help but clicking it. That bad boy. There we go.
Okay.
Just with my longbow.
Hit me with it. That hits.
Okay.
Nice. Are you gonna do it twice?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Damn.
That also hits. Nice.
So the spell slots is exactly why I opened with a cantrip. I want to be very tactical in terms of how I use my spell slots here.
Okay. All right. So, Kane, we skipped you because you weren't here, but you can go now.
Oh, but that's fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching.
You're watching? Okay.
Yep.
Smithy.
All righty
All right,
then.
so if you look at your spell slots right now, above each one of your sections, cantrips, level 1, 2, 3, 4, there's slots total, slots remaining. I just filled all of your
okay.
remaining slots in because they all should have been maxed.
I just seen it like, so it only shows under like the tier 1 where it says slots remaining. All the other ones, it doesn't say it above it. So, okay, good to know.
So it should say it on all of them because you have different amounts for each level.
Yeah, I see them now. I see them now. Okay,
so
cool.
as you use them, the bar to the right, you can actually tick down so you can keep track. So just start numbering those down and you'll be fine.
Perfect. So I'm gonna start by, since I'm surrounded and I can't just walk out of here, right, without any kind of issues.
Correct.
I'm gonna use that.
What in the hell? Okay.
That
is quite the information.
Why?
I don't know why it's so big, but
yeah.
So you're throwing the Bible at them?
Any
Yeah.
The reason why it's so big is because any spell that doesn't do direct damage, Wizards of the Coast really wanted to make sure that they had defined rules for, so that way it didn't become overpowered. So you'll notice that trend with a lot of spells that don't do damage.
so I just get to do that, right?
Yeah,
it's
just making sure
instantaneous.
that there's no specifics that you have to look at.
Okay. The DM.
Okay, so you have to pick a destination
Yeah,
within
so I'm gonna
range
go back here. Oh, wait, can't ping it. Back here.
behind Kaiser.
Yeah.
Is your goal? Okay.
Mhm. Now, do I have to
and
roll on
just
wild magic as well?
I'm just making sure.
There's so much information.
Wow, that's a lot of information. Mishap similar. Okay. Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be that complicated.
That's fascinating.
So you're casting that on yourself, Smithy?
Yes, to move myself out of the bad situation that I'm in as a cloth wearer and trying to go behind some other people.
Doesn't it make
Unless-
take damage?
What's
Mhm.
Whoever gets teleported takes damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3d10.
3d10. I think I'd rather take the.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right down the bottom it says,
That's for a mishap, though. I have to
Oh,
fail.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get. All right. I
Okay,
got it.
so it wants
Sorry, I didn't read
me-
the rest of the wall of text.
Yeah, right. It wants me to roll a D100.
that's a long spell, ladies and gentlemen, and a big
God,
spell
I'm
at
gonna have
that.
to look at the table for this because this is so hard to look at it this way.
You should see if it goes wild first, because if it goes wild, none of that matters.
About to get interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it could open up a one-way portal to the fire dimension.
I'm actually gonna open the spell up on the actual sheet so I can read it like a human because I feel
Properly.
inept when I look at that thing. Okay. Okay. That's so much easier to read. So it wants me to roll a D100. A 62. Okay. So I just want to see what it sells for this. Okay.
So would it fall under very familiar because he can see it now?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it as a scene casually because even though he can see it, he doesn't know what's there. And Kaiser's
Okay.
blocking his way.
Okay.
Is kind of what I'm going with. Because he hasn't like gone over there specifically himself. He went straight to the armor and plinked it in the head.
Right.
But a 62 still falls in target, so I'm gonna say that that's fine.
Cool. We gotta roll wild magic.
Do I have to roll wild magic? I don't know.
If he's a wild magic sorcerer, I believe you roll wild magic anything that's not a cantrip.
Yeah, once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately. Here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess I have to find
Let's
that table as
do
well.
it.
Jesus Christ.
We're about to
Why
have some
can't
fun.
I?
We might not be in this building anymore.
Yep.
How do I? Wait. I can choose D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. Why can't I choose a D20 for my hit dice?
This may become a completely different campaign.
Yes. Where half of us get teleported back
Oh,
into the
How do I
Forgotten
roll a
Realms.
D20?
Oh no.
It'll be
On the
fine.
left side, there's a, it looks like a dice towards the bottom. In there is going to be a d20. Just click the button.
Oh.
It's easier
Can't wait
that way.
till you shrink 6 inches.
I didn't roll a 1.
You did not roll a 1. I'm trying to find the fucking table. Where's the table? Is it this one? Oh, is that one? No.
I mean, to be fair, wild magic is not always inherently a bad thing.
It's no. It's
No,
not.
there's some good things.
I think there's one that gives you
There it
like
is, okay.
like something that you can revive yourself with if you die.
Sweet.
Jeez.
So am I good
Oh,
to teleport?
okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
No.
It said on a 1.
Yeah. But I have to consult. Okay. If you roll a 1, roll. Yeah. Perfects a spell, which is perfected. Normally requires concentration. It does. Okay, that's fine. You are so motherfucking lucky right now that you don't have to do
God.
anything else. I'm just saying.
So I get to teleport?
Yes, you can move. As
Kaboo.
far as I can tell,
Okay.
because wild magic drives me bananas.
You're the one that suggested this.
Because it's so good, but understanding the rules of it, I forgot it existed at the moment, and I wasn't prepared. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So that uses my action. Can I still use a spell now?
No, spells are actions unless it specifically says it's a bonus action.
Spells are actions unless it's okay. I
It'll
mean, I
say
got
that it's
so
a bonus
many.
action. But I need to have a whole folder for Smithy at this point.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
This is why spellcasting suck.
I love spellcasters.
So
just
can I
because-
use one of my sorcery points to cast an extra one?
Can you?
You could use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots. Okay, so that's spell slots. That's not going to give me an extra attack. Okay, I'm going to go with, I guess I can't.
I don't think so.
We get only one action, one attack. Can I use a charge or a cantrip? Like a charge of my staff or a cantrip?
You can. The only way, again, unless you have a second action, or you can cast double spells, you need to just make sure that it says bonus action. So inside your spell slots, when you click on, say, one of your cantrips, it'll say if it's a bonus action or as a bonus action, you can blah, blah, blah.
Thanks, Sergeant America. Really appreciate it. You too, my friend.
And or action.
1 sec. I think my bracers can.
Also, Sergeant America, if you love D&D
It's
and you have
very
the
small
time,
writing,
I've
so I'm
actually
trying
got
to pull it up
all of
on
our
the
previous sessions
compendium.
up on my YouTube.
Yeah, sometimes that's easier, to be honest. Let's see.
Illusionist. Why can't I find the illusionist bracers? Sorry, guys.
Okay, so with the bracers, whenever you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip a second
Only
time.
when I use. Okay, cool.
It has to be at the same one, right?
My turn is done then.
Beautiful.
Cool. Sorry, guys.
All right, man.
You're good.
We're all learning our character.
Trying to figure out this
We're
character.
level 19 noobs.
May-
Exactly.
Maybe something that we can do whilst you're waiting for your turn is just think about your actions before you get to it.
I was
Listen,
already doing
Dad.
that, but
Yeah.
Think about your actions before you do it.
there's a lot.
Get out of here, guys.
That is
Literally
valid.
incapable. can't think more than 3 seconds ahead. I'm like a goldfish.
I'm gonna be able to cast more than one spell.
I know. Vantry, it's your turn.
Sweet. Okay, so just some minor housekeeping.
Yep.
That I'm realizing. Alert is not being taken into consideration when I roll for my initiative. So can I start just manually rolling that?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Neat. And I think that's it.
Okay.
I think. I was just like rereading everything.
Absolutely.
And
What is the additional? What is the bonus to your initiative?
+5.
I'll make you a second.
So yeah, I was trying to figure out if I could just like add it in somewhere, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird sometimes, but you could totally just do it, and I can add it to you.
Cool.
Yeah, this shouldn't be a problem.
Neat.
Change your actual initiative bonus. You might be able to edit that.
I can't. Not on my end, at least. Okay, I don't think I have anything super cool to do. Because no one is surprised, I believe. None of these guys have taken turn yet, correct?
Which ones? You mean
Any of the bad guys?
The two. Can I click? Yes, I can. So this one has, or tried to, and the one that's more centered has hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the other guy
one
has not.
Correct.
Perfect. So then I have assassinate. So I will get advantage on attack rolls on this guy.
Right.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that. Using my oath bow.
You got it.
And also,
That
you
definitely hits.
you're a rogue, right?
Yes.
You got advantage on that hit.
Yes.
You got all your sneak attack damage with that.
Do you automatically get sneak attack on everything?
On anything you have advantage on, yes.
Interesting.
Oh, sneak attack damage. And I'm using my word for the day. It fucks.
It does. It's brutal.
That's why stealths are so common.
Interesting. So I do my sneak attack as well then?
I want to say yes.
If you have advantage on the attack roll. Okay.
Yeah.
The attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. Okay, yeah. Apparently.
Hit me with it.
All right.
Ooh, that damage.
That was with 4 crit fails in there as well on those rolls, by the way.
Yeah. So what is the 43 damage?
43 damage. Nice.
Hi.
Somebody smacks.
Didn't come here to play.
God damn.
That's all I can do. Is I literally can't do anything else.
So now that you understand the power of sneak attack damage, this is
why everyone multi-classes with a rogue. So you can get that.
That's fair.
the Buccaneer subclass can just choose to have advantage on someone that
Yes.
just
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. So that's it for you. I changed your initiative, so after this round is completed, I'll reorder everything, and it'll put you into the correct spot.
Perfect.
ZR1, my friends.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
If I move someone, will they take attacks of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, these characters, with your knowledge of them, they do not have attack of opportunity.
Sick. Then in that case, Balithal, are you a willing creature?
Are you trying to move me from where I'm at?
I might be.
Then no.
Fine.
Balthor
Okay.
wants to
I
fight.
appreciate it. I know I'm a wizard, but
I'm going to move here then. That way I'm flanking with him.
Okay.
And then I get. I'm going to go ahead and do my typical attacks then.
You got it.
So here's the. Should I just roll all three or just do one at a time?
It's up to you. You can roll all three, and then we can do the damage of each one.
Okay, I'll do that.
And they're all at advantage, by the way, because you're flanking.
Oh my god.
You would
Well,
have hit every one of them anyway.
Disgusting.
So
Whoa.
Well, so here's the question. I rolled a nat 20. Can these things be beheaded?
no, they cannot.
Damn. Okay.
Oh.
Then Vorpal Blade will only do the secondary thing, so.
that's still awesome.
The fact that he could have decapitated it.
Yes, but we know
Yeah,
they've got no
if
heads
I get
anyway.
The secondary thing on Vorpal Blade is still awesome.
Yeah, I just decapitate them if it goes through.
Throw me damage on all of them.
Cool.
You might be beheading him anyway. So
Vorpal Blade smack,
idea.
chat.
Yeah.
9
Damn.
plus 21. Holy crap. 15 plus 32.
Jesus.
Wow.
How do you want this
Dude.
to look? Because you beheaded him by all means.
So
Jesus.
ZR1 will calmly walk over into flanking range with Balithal. He ignites his blade and then literally will just slice straight down the middle of his armor,
Yes.
like splitting it in half.
Fantastic.
And it
Oh,
peels
fun.
as he goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just want to see one thing.
Dueling styles
then.
ridiculous, by the way.
Okay then.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. All right.
Just-
All right.
You just annihilated that poor man's life.
Yeah.
You enforced the hell out of that man's life.
Yep.
It spooked me. It's armor that's moving all of a sudden. I've never seen that before.
Right?
Who does that?
Armor that's moving.
Okay. Is that all that you can do?
That will be everything,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Unless Balithal wants me to move him.
I'm good.
You dare move me.
I'm so curious to see what's about to happen.
Okay, so wow, okay. Let's see. Up to 30 feet. So let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. All right. So
No. Saw that bird.
yeah, he looks around, he pans the room a bit, and he takes his blade. He has a long sword, and it's kind of glowing a little bit, and he tosses it in the air. This is a bonus action, by the way. And the sword animates itself and flies to Smithy. As the person who disturbed the armor, it's you he wants.
And then he teleports to the sword.
No, he doesn't. Sword hovers, boop boop boop, and it is just a strike.
Is there
Why
a
is it rolling so bad?
Would this?
I don't even have to roll for bad luck on that one.
You don't have to roll for bad luck, but that's a bonus action.
Opportunity for me.
What's that, Belle?
Would this open him up for an attack?
No, he's not. He hasn't moved.
I was just curious because he threw his weapon or something. I don't know. I'm looking for something.
No,
okay.
No, yeah, it's not. He would have to physically move out of melee range with you, or attempt to rather. He just threw his weapon in the air. I'm gonna. Why is it not rolling correctly? Is it rolling correctly?
I'm extremely happy with how it's rolling.
I don't know why it's rolling at 2 + 2 + 0. But 19. All right, it's rolling right. 19 hits you? Yeah,
Is
you
that
hit
me?
15 before, yeah.
Ooh, and if it ties, it's if it ties, we're good, right?
It still hits.
It still hits if it ties?
It's 15 or above, yeah. Damn it. So it would be your armor class and above.
So 4 more damage.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What is this? He got to do it 2 times? So 1 was a bonus action and then he did it again as his actual action? Is that what's happening?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So the throwing of the blade is a bonus action and he gets a double attack.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like I get 3.
Yeah, no, it actually doesn't change it, Fire.
Okay.
I didn't even add everything up.
Okay.
So
Just
the
making sure.
third hits, wouldn't even have affected it, to be
Okay.
honest.
Cool.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So now that sword is just hovering
It's just
over
hovering
top of
over
me?
you, correct.
And then he can like telekinetically make it slash me again. I see what's happening. Okay, cool.
Well, he no longer controls the blade.
Okay.
It kind of controls itself
I gotcha.
from this point.
Got it. Got it.
But that is his turn. He's not gonna move. So we'll skip him and then we'll go to
Coward.
the other armor, which is that. Who's gonna try to hit ball?
Try.
Yeah, try is a very big word. With a two-handed attack, 15.
It's an 8 actually, but yeah,
Why is it an 8?
because my cloak of displacement makes it so any attacks against me are at a disadvantage.
Okay, so then it's an 8, which would not hit you, I assume.
No, because I'm at like 23.
No, fuck you. All
Now
right.
you know why I didn't want to be moved.
Yeah, I don't blame you, and that doesn't hit. Okay.
Nope.
Wow, they have really shitty rolls, and I don't understand why. There's no bonuses on that at all whatsoever. Why? Can I edit this?
No.
It's not correct.
No, because it's it's a flat
It has to
D20 roll.
be- yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be.
why would it?
I don't have any idea why it didn't add the correct attacks.
Why does he not have bonuses?
Yeah.
He
It
should.
should,
He
but it
definitely
just didn't
should.
add it.
Yeah.
So it's +2.
It's very intriguing, chat. Very intriguing.
Plus, he's
I
got
don't know
some
why it's
extremely
doing this.
awesome bonuses. I don't
It-
think he's gonna hit, but still.
No, but it's still not rolling correct, and it
Right.
should be rolling a little bit better than that. At least with the bonuses that it should get anyway. Something's just not right.
Are these humanoid bird? I guess not, right?
They are a construct now.
Okay.
My people.
I know, right? So +2 at least. I feel like that damage isn't correct, but I will look at it later. But at least it should roll correctly now. I'm just gonna test it. I'm not actually redoing it because that wouldn't be fair. That's better.
That's better. It's at least got. Well, it's only got a 2 though.
Yeah.
It's a +2 to attack for that. It needs to be adding what, a strength modifier?
Strength, yeah.
I don't know why it's not.
Well, especially if it's two-handed.
Yeah, you should have a strength modifier, and do they get a proficiency bonus?
I don't know why it's not. I mean, it's only a +2 to strength anyway, but it still should be getting it.
Right.
For this guy anyway. I don't know why it's not doing the things correctly. I can't even like edit it how I should be able to. Doesn't look like it anyway. Yeah, it's really, really weird. These guys are like super strange, to be fair. So, on the other one to hit is a 2+2. Why is this one not? So weird. I'm getting somewhere. Give me 2 seconds. Open this. Just gonna.
All right, so my turn's coming up pretty soon,
As far as
team.
roll goes, does it fix it? Yeah.
So what I'm
So
gonna
it just
do
added it really,
is I'm
really
just gonna
weird.
double
Okay,
strike.
I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna look at it later because it's giving me a headache. Fair. I think. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair game on Steve. That's very fair.
Let me reorganize this so that Sugar sits where she should.
So I'm
Ball, it's your
going.
turn again.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double strike
So-
with single hand, but I
Let's
get
go,
radiant damage on top of
Let's
that,
do
which
it
is gonna
now.
be nuts.
I don't know how long it lasts, but I don't see why not.
Because I'd really like to.
But how you doing, game on Steve? What's happening, my
Does
friend?
it have a duration? Is it? I think it's a concentration, isn't it?
I guess I
Blade
kind of
Song
assumed
lasts
it
for
would.
1 minute.
So it's only a turn.
No, 10 rounds. Every
You can use
round.
a bonus action to start Blade Song, which lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah, every round is 6 seconds. So for 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
so I gotta do a thing here.
Yeah, nice.
We make the sound effect at the same time.
I am not gonna do a sound effect, but my
Yeah, that's
character
to be
now is going
expected
to
at the
reach
moment, game on
down and
Steve.
Take the
Over the coming weeks, it'll
small metal
lighten.
cylinder from
It'll
his
get
hip,
more people.
and he's going to flick a switch. And when he does this, it's going to reveal a nice, brilliant red blade. Sorry, I just had to get all dramatic there for a second.
Love it.
You dramatic? Never.
I know, right?
Not even once.
All right. So now holding onto this weapon, I am going to go right back at the guy that's attacking my best buddy. And I'm going to attack.
Okay.
That's the wrong window. I don't know if I know all of this, but they have the same amount of hit points, right?
No, they don't.
Wait, hold on. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. Does that hit? I don't think
It's
it
not.
does.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's fair, game on Steve. That's very fair. I've probably got to do the
You
same
have
at some
2
point
strikes, or just one.
I do. I have 2. I'm
Okay.
just trying to make sure that I can't do anything about that.
Okay.
God, we have so many freaking things going on here.
Bird,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
can
completely
I use a
weird.
reaction on a friendly? Or is it? 'Cause it says a creature. For the Ben Luck. Where I could make it where I could choose it to be a bonus or a penalty.
It doesn't say. It doesn't specify.
Can
All it says is I use my reaction. I just don't know if I can use a reaction on a party member or only on enemies.
No,
I don't
Well,
know what would
reaction actually
trigger your
has to
reaction,
be
though.
exactly, and
It
a
is
reaction
triggered.
has to come from an action for you, I believe, of some sort. Whether it's against you or you would have to be reacting to something. I don't know.
That was
if
happening
that
to me.
works.
Okay.
I would.
I
Think,
just can't see why I would give a bonus to like an enemy. That's
no,
that's
right,
sorta,
but you can do like a negative to them, essentially.
yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Game on Steve. I'd agree with
can
that.
I ask how far off am I? Is that something I can ask?
Yeah, I guess. What are you trying to ask for me?
How far off
One.
I was from hitting?
Yeah, if you did the math between
Oh.
everybody else hitting, it's 1. He's an 18 at the moment.
So I'm gonna spend a key point,
Okay.
which will increase my attack roll by 2.
Okay. Roll me damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So since I am in Blade Song, that's active. So you have to add 5 more damage to that.
Okay.
And then I have another attack.
Yep.
Trying to remember. I can't. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That hits.
That hits.
Definitely hits.
But still.
+5.
Still 13.
Yeah.
Very disappointed with that, but okay. I don't think I can like milk anything out this turn. So
No, I'd probably say that you're pretty close to, unless you wanted to move.
good. I'm
Okay.
right where I want to be. All right, I'm good.
All right. Bram.
Ram says it looks like they got it all taken care of, so he's just gonna watch from a distance in case he's needed.
Okay. You can, for anybody, this is anybody, you can actually ready a shot if you, especially with any kind of thing, whether a weapon, spell, doesn't matter, and it would trigger on your specification. For example, Bram wants to take ready against the closer armor to him if that armor hits ball. So if that armor were to strike and hit ball on his next turn, enemy would automatically shoot. It just happens in the middle. It doesn't matter if it's his turn or not. Just keep that in mind for
that's
anybody.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, then already.
So you can, as long as you have to give me a very specific what you're waiting for, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, well, basically, as you just described, if he takes a hit from the hang on, I got things covering. Guess this guy takes a hit from that guy.
Fair. Yeah. So anybody can do that. I don't know. We've never really come up to that kind of situation before, so just keep that in mind.
Ooh.
Hey, you. I had
Alright, let's see
hiccups.
what I'm gonna do. So I have this ability, haste.
Mhm.
From what I'm reading, it doesn't look like I can use it on myself, but I can use it on someone else.
You can use it on yourself.
You can just use it on yourself. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. How would I go about doing that then?
Just cast it on yourself.
Okay.
Oh. Willing creature. Blah blah blah. Double 2 to your AC, advantage, etc. So on, etc. Can be only used to take an attack with one weapon, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
That is not what I thought haste would do.
Yeah. All right. What else would you like to do? Because you have a bonus action and you do have a second action.
Okay. I guess I'll just make 2 attacks on this gentleman right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, from what I'm reading, it can be used very effectively in the right situation, for sure.
Yes and yes.
Nice.
So.
I think that'll be it.
Fantastic. Oh, Jesus, my screen just blinked at me and scared the shit out of me. Okay, stop doing that. Oh, gosh. All right, Kaiser.
All right, so I can move like this way, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move behind Bram. I'm gonna pat him in the shoulder. I'm gonna be like, "You wanna play some cards? I'm bored."
God, you asshole.
Nice.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna take out my deck of playing cards, and I'm gonna sit down on the floor and keep watching.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious.
I said unread me then, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it unreadies you.
All right, yeah, let's play some cards.
You guys are hilarious. All right,
Oh
he's
my
playing cards.
gosh. Okay, just abandon the rest of us whilst we're in combat. I see how it is.
We are completely within line of sight, and we will assist when needed, but it doesn't appear we're needed.
Yeah, just let the walking tank and everybody else handle your problems. That's fine.
Let's be honest here. It ain't my problem. I wasn't the one that went and poked a fucking statue. Okay?
Yes.
I know better
Yeah,
than
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was just looking for a fight.
And of course.
And you ran.
I just repositioned. I repositioned.
Oh my gosh.
You
Tactical-
ding-dong ditched the armor. Tactical.
It was a
Tactical retreat. Yeah, exactly.
Tactical withdrawal.
No.
You ding dong ditched the armor.
Yeah.
Yes, he literally knocked on it, and then he's like, deuces, and like tried to teleport across the room.
Yep.
That
Very
guy
much so.
succeeds in teleporting across the room. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
See what Mr.
yeah,
Goody
but then the
Two Shoes
sword-
does now. He's gonna clap a few
Oh,
times.
all right. Let's see. Let's see. He's probably gonna smite very similar to the fact of what ZR just did. So, hold my beer, please. Eladin's gonna move up, and he's gonna smack with Hadahafang, one-handed.
That's bluff askew.
Bless you.
Oh, that's my bad. Jeez.
And also, I roll an additional D8 radiant damage for improved divine smite on top of the radiant damage that's already on the weapon.
Okay.
So aggressive.
And I'm going to do that a second time.
Oh my god.
Dang.
So,
Bird, your rolls are great tonight.
You bite me.
so that's a total of, what's that? That's 14, 19, 20, 29 damage.
Okay. Jesus.
And I'm gonna assume that Goody Two Shoes comment was Zaleron, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna go, I'd like to see you do better.
Just you wait.
And he's gonna step back using some of his movement to flank Vandry. And that will be the end of my turn.
Beautiful. There one.
Yes,
Right.
that was a pretty
Now that
big
the challenge
hit.
has been issued, we are in position. We are going to cast Mental Prison on firstly this guy here who's got his dangly sword hovering over my head. And in addition to that,
So I'll
we are
explain
going
my
to
weapon in a
use
second, Vomit Rocket.
Twin spell so that it hits the other one as well.
So my weapon, because I'm based off Elrond, is an Elven blade that's +2, and it
That's
does
gonna
an
cost
additional
me, I believe it's a tier
1d8
six
radiant
spell. It's
damage
gonna cost me 6 sorcery points
as well.
Yeah.
Then I've also got Improved Divine Smite, which does an additional
Bringing me down
1d8
10.
radiant damage. So I'm doing
Unfortunately, for you,
Oh, they're immune, aren't they?
they're immune to being charmed.
so
they
I
automatically
do
pass.
d8 plus
Do they
2d8
still take
damage
the-
every
Do they
strike.
still take the 5d10
So it can be
psychic
big.
damage?
I don't think they do because
No, they
it's
have
on a
it's
fail.
an immunity. No, they also have an immunity to psychic.
Well then, that sucks.
That bit of information away.
Yeah. Sweet.
No, the challenge has been warranted. I will stand here and do nothing.
I will stand here and speak some words to no effect.
I have all of these
Ha.
powers.
Well then, that sucked. That cost a lot of points.
It was all for naught.
Not for
So immune to psychic
standard Divine Smite,
and,
yes. For
what was the other
improved
thing that
Divine
they're
Smite,
immune to
I
being
do
charmed?
not. Game on Steve. Improved
Immune
is
to
just
being
the
charmed
single
and
d8.
immune to psychic. God damn it.
Because I get the additional d8 from my weapon itself.
The spell Shatter, it might be helpful right now.
I don't. And I can't cast any. Apparently, I can only
Welcome
cast
back,
one spell at a
Dragoon.
time. So
That
I
does
can't do that. I don't know what trait I would have needed to take to get more than one spell. But anyways, oh well. There's my turn.
It actually totally
19.
depends on the spell itself. Some of them allow you to do multiple per roll as you start to get higher levels, but the standard PC only has one.
So
action.
we're not playing our
So
standard
there has to
characters,
be
we're
an
playing
action
level
inside of that
19
that says,
characters
hey, I
right
have
now.
2 of these, or 7 for that matter.
Okay,
Much
so since I
you know.
cast the spell, are we doing wild magic again? I believe it's your decision, right?
That was, yeah.
So I'm rolling a d20.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't roll a 1.
In this case, it couldn't hurt.
Maybe.
It could.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I mean, one of the main reasons it's only one action is because magic is just very, very powerful.
Stupid powerful.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
especially at high levels.
If that spell went off, you'd be doing 15d10 in
Yeah.
one round.
Just
like
do,
that.
do me a favor.
That's
just
a
really
lot for
quick,
one
just
action.
To see what it is. Roll the damage on that.
A lot of us has got
Just see
extra
what it is,
attacks.
because you're gonna. It's
15
insane.
d10.
Yeah.
I think I can only do 5d10 at a time.
Here, go up to the spell and
Oh, you go to the spell?
never mind.
No.
If it reaches any part of its body, it takes 10d10.
10d10 if it moves out of it once it's successful. Yeah.
Yeah. So
On a fail,
yeah,
it would be 5d10 apiece.
5d10. So do 5d10.
Here.
Just see what that looks like really quick.
d10, 5.
That's just one.
Yeah, and if we rolled another one, 26.
And then if it moved, you would still have to roll another one.
10d10 each.
You see,
yeah.
so it does.
yeah, for sure.
You know, that's the problem with spellcasters is they're just stupid OP.
Yeah, but there's no way for me to know without casting the spell what they're immune to or not, right?
There are certain
Nice, Vomit
certain
Rocket.
races
Yeah,
or,
I've got a
skills that
physical
allow you
copy of it as
to
well.
know about it.
That's what I
or
love
you
about
can
having it.
acquire if
It's
you
so
have
good.
Seen anything like this before?
Or metagaming.
Well, that's what I was trying to avoid, right? I was gonna ask, be like, are they immune to charm? But I figured I couldn't do that.
Right. You would have to have rolled some kind of history or arcana
Got it,
or some
okay.
kind of knowledge. But yeah, stuff like that.
Cool.
There's
Note
certain
to self.
I think there's certain ranger roles that would allow you to know it, if I'm not mistaken.
Got it.
Or there was at one point. Bandry.
That is insane game on Steam.
So
Absolutely
I'm gonna hit the same
insane.
guy. But this time, since I can't use assassinate, I think. Or can I? He hasn't gone this turn.
Not yet.
For sure.
Oh wait, no. It's in combat yet, so I think it's in combat. Period. So yeah, so I'm gonna use steady aim, which gives me advantage on my attack roll.
Okay.
For sure.
And
For
do
sure.
this
Gotta
again.
have it. Otherwise, it'd be too
Okay.
powerful.
That
Everyone
does.
would use it.
And since I have advantage, I believe I can do my sneak attack again. I read that correctly. If I hit, that is.
Yeah, it definitely hit.
Okay.
With the advantage for sure. Jesus fuck. Ooh. Okay. What do you want that to look like? Because this poor creature is obliterated as well.
Okay. I wanna
Poor
like
creature, 'cause I'm siding with them, damn it.
we're getting real dramatic here. All right. So I imagine in the heat of battle, Bandry gets very excited, and with her last shot
Very
to
true.
this guy, she does one of those like spinning around and then like shooting the bow midair
Okay.
right into like some kind of I mean, he's got a helmet on. I would assume like right through the like eye hole
Nice. Love it.
into whatever abyss is in that
So
thing.
imagine Hawkeye in New York.
Yes, exactly.
So like the ability in New World, the evading shot for the bow, effectively. So
Yes.
you jump back.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Love it.
Much dramatic.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, that is all that I can do.
Beautiful. ZR1.
Well, now that one's gone. I'll calmly walk up to this one and attack him.
Oh.
I won't have advantage this time, since someone won't move. Aww.
Okay. So 2 of them hit, and the last one does not.
Cool.
Wah, wah.
With the first hit, I'm also doing Psionic Strike.
Okay.
So we'll add this to the damage as well.
Yeah.
Yay!
That works. Game on, Steve.
His turn now. Cool. Fun story. It is going to attempt again to, maybe hit Saralon back there in the corner because it's annoyed with you now. 15 hits. Final. So 10 damage again to Smithy.
Mhm.
Okay, there we go. And
So yeah, this is good fun. I like playing high level. Just being able to smack around so much crap.
Beautiful.
It's so much fun.
It has like weird little rules in the background there. And it's gonna it's gonna attack again. 19 hits, so 11 damage as well.
Damn it.
Shouldn't have poked the bear.
Tap.
Since it's rolled and had its turns, after it hits, it goes back to what looks like an upright stance and just floats back to the armor's hand and nestles itself back in.
Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like a 2 to 3 session stint with these high level characters just to give us a sense of what it's like to play at high level.
Super interesting. It doesn't say. No, okay, cool. Ball, it's your turn.
Little old me.
Yeah.
It's on the wrong screen. What is it? Oh, duh. I'm dumb.
You weren't gonna say anything, but you brought it up, so.
Okay, so I have to make a DC Dex.
Jesus Christ.
Why does it say spell save 16? It should be.
It says 19.
Doesn't pass it anyway.
Oh, no.
No,
So
it
we
didn't
take
add. I don't have a
80
modifier for dexterity. Wow. Okay.
Ouch. Good to know.
Okay.
Taking a note.
Okay, so next time I have to just like remind Roll20 that you guys have to have shitty rolls once in a while. Okay.
Can't do.
No.
Right? What the hell? That roll, just that one alone, had 3. Oh my god. Okay, only 1 fail on that. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna gloat. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Anything else that you'd like to do?
It doesn't kill him?
Nope.
Man, that's so disappointing.
Isn't it?
I wanted him to literally disintegrate. Okay. Since I cast a spell, I can't take my actual melee attack, can I?
Correct. You would need to. You have bonus actions. Yeah, imagine letting you do that like more than once.
Oh yeah, I mean, I knew I couldn't use a spell again. I have some bonus.
That would be hilarious.
If your sword's a twin spell it and you hit it twice. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't have it. I'm a melee wizard.
Cough, cough, Jedi.
Don't worry, Balithal. I feel your pain.
Just making sure none of these say bonus.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, I think I'm done.
Bram is still playing call. Hey, you.
He's betting 300.
They're just casually playing Jim Runny.
I want to get down on some Jim Rummy. Come on now.
Right?
Alright, I guess I'll probably just make my normal 2 attacks.
Okay. What do you want this to look like?
Ooh, I killed him. All right.
Uh-huh.
What do I want? Okay. So, wait. So, are these guys like hollow inside?
Yes, sir.
Essentially? So, they're just essentially okay. So with the last, once the last arrow like kind of like strikes through, like let's go with like the neck area. Hey, he was gonna run up to him, take out a crowbar and hammer from his backpack, and then start to take him apart a little bit, like just like whack off his arm, then go for the kneecap, and then once the whole thing topples over, he kind of just starts jumping on it and stomping on it, and then just does like a cheer.
Fair.
Oh,
I love
boy.
it. Okay.
Oh.
I love it. All right. Congratulations, guys. You finished your first combat.
Yay!
Woo!
Yay. She sounds so disappointed.
No, I'm not actually. I'm actually really satisfied with this.
Hey, Bert.
Yes, dear.
Can we roll to see which one between me and enemy won the most card games?
Yeah. Give me a d20 each. We'll see who wins. Kaiser, congratulations! I think you won 300 at some point there. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't on that conversation, but some kind of winnering going on there. Scarth, you mosey on up the stairs. Behind you, you were kind of keeping watch in a way, because behind you there are several animated armors standing in the hallway, facing each other, blocking off doors. Specifically to the ballroom or the dance room, which is to the south of the second floor. They crisscrossed when you guys left that room the last session. And the two animated armors that are to the north of that floor have moved a little bit, but they have not engaged. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to loot.
I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
19 points.
Go for it. Well, which one are you trying to loot, or what are you trying to loot?
I have no idea what I'm trying to loot.
Well, no, I mean, are you looking around the room, or are you going
Just
for one
kinda-
of the armors?
Kind of rummaging around the armors, seeing what they've got.
Okay. Pick one, because there are three very large armors laying on the floor around you. You can't do all of them at once. All right, so you're going for the dark.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation. Okay. On this armor, you do find a long sword +2. And this long sword has dancing sword on it, which is
No, it's an all game on Steve. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Really appreciate it.
And everything else is kind of destroyed at this point. You haven't left much to the imagination of what they contain.
Hey, you sort of stomped on it.
Yeah, they're kind of broken and burnt and bent. So the armor itself is useless. And they don't have anything else on them.
Oops.
Can I make an...
This one's slag.
Just to see if there's anything on them that would tell me about their source of their magic.
Roll me an investigation followed by like an arcana check.
Investigation and then arcana.
Okay. You only notice on all three of them that they have a very familiar crest on the chest piece. And it is the crest of the household. None of them have any other signifying, noticeable markings that you can tell right away. But that one single crest right in the center of the chest, that doesn't seem very special.
Alrighty.
I'm going to not do that. I'm going to come up to Mr. Dark Knight that I tapped on here. And to add to my collection, I'm going to attempt to rip his helmet off and add it to my collection.
It comes right off. It's yours.
Perfect. I'm going to add it to my bag.
Walking around with 3 heavy plate helmets so
Mhm.
far. Okay.
Somebody likes
I
trophies.
do want to ask the party if anyone wants that longsword.
I shake my head.
I'm
I've
good
got
with
no
my
use
stuff.
for it.
Shake your head no, or is that a
Shake my head no.
okay?
Sorry.
As I like turn off my wrist blade,
Right.
I'll mention I have no use for it.
Scarth, as he walks up the stairs, will raise his hand and beckon for the sword.
And nobody else wants it. I'll give it to him.
Has this one been looted yet, Bird?
No.
It's a long sword, you said?
Yeah, it's a
Longsword plus
plus 2.
and it has
With
that
dancing
ability-
blade.
Sword.
Dancing. Yeah.
The one that's back there was completely annihilated. Smithy.
It's the
Okay.
dancing sword.
Double
dancing
oops.
sword.
Don't need to apologize, ZR1.
I'm going to remove them so that they stop taking up space so I can see. Cool. Boot.
Requires attunement.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love this.
It's a cool little. It's a cool little sword there. I love that one.
God, I love this. I'm gonna use the hell out of that.
It's really fun. I love the little things that it does.
Smack me around, stupid sword.
Hey, that's
shall
what you
smack
get.
you around
You
again.
started
Brilliant
it.
sword. It is a brilliant sword.
You were the one that tapped on its helmet. The only person that you've got
Yeah?
to blame is yourself.
And the
I'll continue to tap on all the helmets. Don't you worry there, Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
best part is the bonus action, so I could cast my spells and then get sword attacks.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna mess so many things up with this. But as you hand the sword to Scarth, he's gonna go, "Thank you, child," and just walk
does it-
past you.
How does attunement work?
You have to do it over a long rest, and you can only have 3 things attuned to you.
Gotcha.
You spend your entire long rest concentrating on the magic item, and then you are able to use it, and no one else is. Until
Most attunement requires a certain alignment as well too.
it depends. Yeah, some
Yeah,
weapons
specific
will
items.
require alignment, and some will not.
Yeah.
I left the game.
So like the sun
Come
sword
back.
from our lower level characters, that one requires like specific
Yeah,
alignment attunement.
a
Yeah,
lot
like
of
my
them,
sun sword or whatever required my alignment.
a lot of them don't, but the ones that do often do some pretty awesome things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's always fun when your alignment changes in the middle of you using it and it stops working. Just saying.
Don't wish that evil on me, Bird.
Just saying. Shit
Don't do anything
happens.
outside of your alignment.
Yeah, shit
Yeah.
happens in this world.
Mhm.
Is this
Okay.
door locked up here?
With the no, it's not. I had to look at where you were. I see
Alright.
Smithy moving back and forth. I'm like, where am I looking? You've
Zero
swapped
one's
places.
going to again just calmly walk up here and open this door then.
Okay.
Scarth is going to follow us here.
Okay. The double doors to this room have what seem like dusty panes of stained glass. They kind of remind you of windmills. The room is almost pristine, except for a few cobwebs left around the drapes. There's a 4-post bed, a very large bed, mind you. Some embroidered curtains and some veils around the bed as well. There are two fairly large, partially open wardrobes, a vanity with a large wood-framed mirror, and a jewelry box. There's a rotting tiger skin rug on the floor in front of the fireplace.
Rotting?
Rotting. Gives a bit of the death smell in the room for those that can smell.
Delicious.
Right?
Nom 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 nom.
I'm gonna walk over to the tiger. How big is this tiger skin rug? Like how long? Would you say?
It's pretty large. I would say it's probably just around 7 feet long in one direction.
Oh, perfect. Because remember, Scarth is 8 foot tall. He's going to pick up the tiger skin rug and he's going to drape it over his shoulders because he's a bit chilly.
There.
He is an old man.
Lovely.
Yummy.
Now the
Hold
floor
on,
is
I have
empty
to
in
go
front
get
of this.
my
Yeah.
blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Is in front of a fireplace, which has a portrait of both Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it, with no children. They're much younger. There's a small parlor in the corner that has 2 chairs, a table, and on top of it is resting an empty porcelain bowl with matching jugs. There's a small door that faces the bed that has a full-length mirror that's cracked in several spaces. It is closed. There's also a very clear dumbwaiter slot in the corner. It still says 2.
I'm gonna go over to the dumbwaiter, and Scarth is going to try to like ring or like pull up whatever's on the platform.
Okay. So as you start to raise it, you hear a small ding and another small ding as the dumbwaiter raises to your level. And on it is a covered platter. Looks silver, possibly. It takes up the entire space. And the small little number next to it says 4.
Scarth is going to pick up the entire platter with his hand, walk over to the table, and then cover the platter.
Okay. When you uncover the platter, you find a full meal. Fish, vegetables, potatoes, cooked and steaming hot.
He's going to cover it back up and yell, if any of the children would like some food, there's some here on the table. And then he's going to proceed towards the closet. Unless CR1 wants to do anything.
I'm just scanning over the whole room, with investigation, just looking over things.
Anything specific, directional, or anything you're looking for specifically?
Nothing super specific, just sort of looking over things, especially this desk in the bottom left, probably.
Okay. So that would be the vanity with the mirror and closed jewelry box on top of it. Yeah. There's nothing too much with the desk specifically. As you're standing and you are looking around a bit, you do notice the wallpaper in the room has very familiar trees. It looks like you're in the forest. And inside the design is the wolves being hunted. And inside the trees, with a fucking 21, inside the trees, you do see little, what looks like people hanging from the trees with a noose in several locations.
Like monkey bar hanging, or like
no, like with a noose,
executed
like
hanging?
like
Okay.
executed.
Just making sure.
Like monkey bar.
I mean, justified question, to be fair.
I'll still explain it.
Garth's gonna walk into the closet.
Oh, I love Fridays.
Where you just went, Scarth, is actually a balcony that overlooks the side of the house. There's nothing out there, but it is a very pretty view. You see behind you, not that you were here, but you should remember, the mist is pretty close. If you reached out far enough, you could probably touch the edge of it. But you can almost see through it where you are, because you're pretty high up. And looking out, you could see the peaks of other houses, just faintly. You do notice that there's another floor above you as well.
Nice. Scarth is just gonna chill here for a second, take some time to himself, enjoy the view.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything while Scarth enjoys the misty view?
I do. Is this door in front of me unlocked?
The little door there is
To the left?
currently locked.
The one to the left is?
This one here is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about this one?
That is open.
Okay. So I will let the party know, since I know we got a couple of rogues back here. Probably I'll specifically say, Vandry, this door to my left here is locked, and then I'll proceed through the southern door.
I'm gonna poke at it.
All right.
I'm gonna follow him through that.
Okay. Vandry, you should be able to roll, I guess, well, you have like a thieves kit, right?
I have thieves tools too.
Yeah, you should be able to roll them, and we can see if you can get in there.
Nothing's happening. What do I roll for it?
I'm gonna look just to see really.
Maybe it's this thing. What? What attribute am I using? That's what's asking.
Items. Oh, you might actually not have the item. You're probably looking at. Once you add to any ability checks.
I have it under like tools. I've got like different kits. But it's asking for what attribute I use.
It's a dex roll, isn't it?
I would assume it's a dex roll. Yeah.
I was using.
What?
Hey, Bird.
Yeah.
A DM.
Well, chat, hope you guys are enjoying the D&D session so far. It's been great fun to just, you know, play with some high-level characters and get through some combat, which has been great. It's been thoroughly enjoyable and good fun. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well.
Okay. The door does open.
Okay.
When you look inside, it's very dusty and very dark.
Perfect.
On one side is a long table that's slammed up against the wall, and it's covered in folded sheets, blankets, some pillows. There's some bars of soap. It looks like it's just a storage closet for any guests that may come or extra supplies. At the far end, you see what looks like a tub that you could wash clothes in. There's a small window at the very end, and out that window you can see a clothing line.
Okay.
Leaning up against the window is a very large wooden broom.
Mimic. Oh, sorry.
Poke it. Nothing bad can happen from poking it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it like abnormally? Abnormally.
Abnormally.
Yes.
Wow.
It's definitely abnormally.
Clip that, please.
Abnormally large.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely larger than you would expect a standard broom to be. And it's much larger than ones that you've seen floating around Barovia.
Is there like a bar of soap like within reach of the door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one and lob it at the broom.
So is it
Wait.
floating? Is that
Wait, hold on. You found soap?
Yeah.
All right, well, you'll lob your soap, but 01 is going to come in here and start taking bars of soap and putting them in one of his compartments.
Wait, okay, if he's doing that before I lob it, I'm asking, what are you doing?
Fair. As you throw this bar of soap, roll me a d20.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Good roll.
When you throw this bar of soap, you just hit the actual broom and it falls to the floor right in front of it. Nothing seems to be happening.
Okay, then after you do that, 01 will answer your question and say, take notes, the excrescence does not like the scent you refer to as lavender. And he does that doing air quotes with his fingers.
Is he trying to say that he doesn't like my smell?
Do you say that out loud?
Oh, that's like, are you trying to say you don't like my smell?
Negative. The creature I am hunting after does not like lavender, and he does air quotes again once he says that.
I didn't know these were lavender soaps.
He will point at the box that is clearly labeled lavender scent.
Walked into
And
that
look at you
one.
like, duh.
Andrew's gonna shrug and be like, fair.
I
As
just
this conversation is going on, you do catch the corner of your eye that the broom has picked itself up and started cleaning up the soap that you threw.
Can I hear that conversation?
yeah, me too.
01 is not quiet, so probably.
Probably.
I'm gonna
Anybody
yell
within that
back.
next room probably.
I'm gonna
could hear.
yell after that and say, if you could read, you'd know that.
The rudes.
Andrew's gonna yell out behind her, like over her shoulder, and be like, well, if some of us didn't have parents who abandoned them.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna yell back, I was busy, okay? Get over it.
Did
That's canon. He's my dad. I believe it.
did we just line that cannon up?
I get it now. Balithall's just looking for milk. That's his entire quest line.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Right?
Jeez.
That's why I
So-
said this.
If this thing started moving,
Cleaning, to be specific.
yeah, but it's a pretty big room. I don't know about that.
That's it.
gonna throw another bar of soap at it.
Okay. Roll another d20.
I know,
At the beginning
Dragoon.
of
I
the
know.
video, he's looking for
It's
another
loose.
Transportation.
The broom
don't
never
do that,
settles
WWP.
down. It continues sweeping, but more frantically than it was before. It looks almost as if it's trying to hide the mess that you're making.
Where's it sweeping the soap to? Like,
Underneath the table that is there that has all the linens and everything on top of it, it's just hiding it, essentially. There's nowhere for it to go.
So it's like a child.
Pretty much.
okay.
Shoving everything under the rug and hoping for the best.
See, this is why I-
Vandry.
This is why I left. Okay, sorry.
Vandry's gonna take a step up
Mhm.
very cautiously, and she's gonna like grab the pieces of soap that's trying to like hide. And out loud, she's gonna say, she's like, I'll just put it up instead of you hiding it.
The broom kind of stops and settles back against the window.
Now I'm gonna poke it.
Nothing happens.
Grab the broom. Good help's hard to find.
Oh gosh. Wow.
I'll put the soap up, and then I'm gonna give the broom like a little like pat. Just be like, you be good.
01 holds his hand out as you come over with the soap.
I give you the soap.
Perfect. Adding it to my inventory. How many bars of soap were there in here?
7 bars of soap.
Are you gonna turn it into like some sort of lavender power source to use on your blade? Is that why it glows purple?
Probably.
Just wait.
One does never know.
No, it does not. The shenanigans.
All right. To room where I don't know, a bunch of people went into. I lost track.
One below,
This one?
I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Okay.
When you step in, there's a weird eeriness to this room. It's clean. It's not as pristine as other rooms in the house, but it's certainly clean. There's some cobwebs. When you step in pretty far, you see multiple sets of double doors. There's a double door immediately to your left, to your right. That, when you look through, they're glass doors, you can see straight through. It almost looks like there's a crib in the background. The second set is another balcony. And in the main room is a large bed that looks recently used. There's a cupboard that is partially open, and inside looks like there's some medical equipment, bandages, etc., that kind of stuff. There's 2 what seemingly empty side tables, except for one cup and saucer, pretty close to the edge of the table. Empty. Let's see. What else do we have here? And a large fireplace with no pictures.
Is the fire active?
No.
Okay.
Do we see anything on these walls as far as like an entrance?
You can do a perception check.
Okay, yeah. Keep in mind, I know there's something on the other side of that. walls somewhere.
26 and 9. You got like right as possible.
Complete two opposites, right?
You know because you walked through it, or you know because of another. What is it?
Because I have a map. I have a floor
You have
plan.
the map, right?
Yep.
I forgot about that fucking floor plan. For reminding me. So you do know that there's something there. And it takes you a couple of seconds. You put your hands on the walls and you're searching them for any kind of discrepancy. There's a mirror that kind of blocks your way a bit. It's not a very large mirror, but it's long and slender. And when you go to move it, it's snug to the wall. When you press it, it clicks open. To find a doorway to a secret staircase.
And nobody else knows that I have that map, so.
No, no one else knows. That's correct.
But do we?
And I
observe
know
him?
that he had the map.
No, you don't even know.
No, he went back
No?
and took it.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, you left everything.
Because I had left the room. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, you didn't even look at the deeds.
just a question: how, do you have the map out right now, Balithal? Like, are you looking at it, or you've just got it in
memorized
memory?
Yep, I looked at it in the room before I pocketed it.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Just being mysterious.
Okay.
Well, we would see you open this door.
Yeah, I would see you
yeah.
checking
That's
out the wall, and I go, Balthor, what are you doing?
I'd say I'm looking for anything out of place. Of course, then I open the wall.
Fair.
Before we leave,
Fair.
I'm gonna search the cabinet in front of me with the medical supplies.
Okay. I have to see what's
Zaralon's a meth head confirmed.
Right?
I'm slightly injured. I'm gonna take any medical supplies I can get right now.
Eliadan is also
You barely
gonna.
have less hit points than me right now.
Eliadan's also gonna do the same thing because he can actually identify those objects.
I just slap his hand and be like, "They're my medical supplies."
Hey, I'm just trying to help you help yourself. I mean, if you want some magic, I can do it, but by all means, you do you, bud.
You haven't offered to heal me yet.
Hey. I'm, doesn't mean you couldn't have asked. I'll never refuse someone who asks. Doesn't mean I have to offer.
Okay, so inside you find a few bandages. I would say 4. There's a small pair of scissors. You find what looks like unfrozen ice packs. You also find 2 bottles of strange liquid that you're not sure, they're not labeled. And what seems to be a potion of healing.
Okay. I'm gonna take the potion of healing. I'm gonna drink it right away.
Okay. It would be a standard. So what is that? A 2d plus 4?
2d plus 4.
Let me make sure. I think that's what it is.
How do you do a 2d?
It's not 2d.
Is it not
2d8.
Yeah, 2d plus 4 plus 2d4 plus 2. Sorry.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah. I knew it was a 2d something. So okay, you know that dice that I showed you on the side there before?
Yeah.
On the bottom of it, it says advanced dice roller. If you open that, you can actually control everything that you're doing. So you can roll 2d4 plus 2, and it would do it for you that way.
Yeah.
I usually keep that up, just because I do really random rolls sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2d4 plus 2, so 5.
You only did a 2d4, so
Well,
add
the second one, I did the +2.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, it didn't roll. I didn't roll. In fact, yes. I didn't see it. It didn't roll. I don't know why it wasn't scrolling down.
Weird.
Anywho.
I'll just give myself the 5.
That's fine.
Cool.
Am I able to
Close
investigate what the other 2 vials are?
Yeah, you could do a medicine check. Not scrolling still. Okay. One seems like an antitoxin of some sort. And the other is a very strange and very large potion of healing of some kind that you haven't seen before, but you know it heals.
Alright, I will take both of those.
Okay.
Presuming Zaleron doesn't decide to pocket them himself.
It depends if you tell me what they are.
I mean, do you ask?
I'll glance over and be like, so do you recognize them?
To some extent, I do. One seems to be an antitoxin. The other one requires further study.
Interesting. Good to know.
You had him at study.
Or you could say you lost in study.
You have a -1 to medicine.
Yeah, because medicine's a wisdom, so he's got -1 wisdom, more than likely.
Well, also thematically, it made sense because, in fact, ZR1 is going to openly say, like, point at the bandages and stuff and say, do any flesh beings require repair?
Gosh, I love it.
He has
So-
no medicine. Why would he know medicine? He doesn't care.
The crib over here. Is that door unlocked?
It is unlocked, yes.
I'm gonna go in and examine the crib.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Do
Okay.
we still hear a baby making noise?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah, don't.
I could. But then once I said it in my head, I was like, no, I'm saying that out loud.
Okay.
I mean, is it like
Oh, God.
You could just hear careless whispers.
please
playing on your
don't.
speaker or something.
Let's get it on playing.
Sheesh.
I'm with you on that. Help.
So, for everyone in chat, I know what
Ready to
the 2
investigate or
vials are.
something?
One is an antitoxin,
Yes, I was just
and the other
seeing
one is the
where I had
potion
to
of
focus.
vitality, but I'm not 100% certain
investigation
of that as a
versus-
character.
I'll take that.
This room contains a small white crib that is covered in a very large velvet black shroud.
I
When you
take the
look
shroud.
inside, oh, you take the shroud, just straight take it, or you
Just
move it.
taking it.
Okay, he's taking the shroud.
Mhm.
1, that's rude. 2, when you take the shroud, you look inside the crib very briefly. It's dark in the room, but as you do, the lantern behind you on the wall clicks on.
Oh, well, guess I don't need to use that then.
There
Do
you
you
go,
hear-
just touching stuff again.
I know, right? You start to hear what sounds like a very quiet, crying baby. It's very mushed. It's you could just barely hear it. No one else outside of you can hear this.
Can I hear a direction that it's coming from?
In the crib.
Okay.
It takes you a couple of seconds to really pinpoint it because it's so low. When you lean back over the crib to just double check, you see a small black wrapped bundle about the size of an infant.
I'm gonna call out to the party and be like, guys, and you should probably come in here.
Andrew will come prancing in.
Eliodana walk in stoically.
Garth heard panic and he's interested.
I'm gonna look at everybody and sort of look at Vandry and be like, I think there's a baby in here.
A baby? She's right into it.
Okay. As you get closer, you still don't hear anything. But once you get to the edge of the crib, you start to hear it. It's very faint. Almost a whisper of a cry. And you two see that black bundle laying in the center of the crib.
We can't see anything? Like it's just a bundle?
It's just a black velvety bundle.
Well, I'm gonna start unwrapping it.
Okay. You unwrap it. It feels like it's taking a long time. Just more and more fabric. Until there's nothing there. And you're just holding the same black shroud.
The same black shroud that I put in my bag, or a different one?
The same one.
I'm gonna look in my bag.
It's not there.
I'm gonna be like, this is some weird stuff. Can I, using my sorceress powers, is there a way that I could like investigate for magic?
Do you have any kind of detect magic?
Not a specific spell, I don't think.
Then no.
I think I might. Give me a second.
I do.
Okay. Anybody who wants to is more than welcome.
I actually was planning on using detect magic as soon as you mentioned that there was a cry and that the veil decided to disappear. Okay. So I would like to use one use of detect magic, please.
Okay, so for up to 10 minutes, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object. And you can learn its school of magic. Penetrates most barriers, blah, 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 blah. You don't see magic in or around this crib. Nothing. This room is pretty nothing. There's no magic in here.
Andrew, what do you do with that veil?
I mean, I'm pretty confused, so I'm gonna look at you and be like, this isn't a baby.
You're right, but at the same time, that veil I pulled off of the crib, put it in my bag, and now it's gone. And the veil you hold is, I believe, the same veil that I originally took off that was draped over the crib.
Wait. So you're trying to tell me that you put a potential baby in your backpack?
No. There was a veil laid out flat over top the crib, and I removed it, and it was a nice black veil. So I thought I'd, add it to my bag. You never know when you need a nice little blanket or something. And then when I removed it, that's when I heard the baby crying and saw the black bundle here. And that's when I called you guys in. And now that you've unraveled that, the veil's no longer in my backpack.
So you stole a blanket from a baby?
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Stealing
there's no
a blanket
baby
from an
here. We
infant
just confirmed that.
flesh being is,
You didn't know that. You took a
ill
blanket from a crib and you're a baby crying and you're not like, oh, let me put this blanket back. No, you're like, oh, this sucks. Hey guys, with a baby.
Have we seen any signs of life so far?
No.
I mean,
to
life
my
is subjective.
knowledge, there's nothing in this house like a child. And I mean, if there was, concerns. So, you know, I took the veil.
So, before this point, Bird, did we see the room light up when the light turned on from outside?
Yeah, because the double doors are glass.
Okay.
You can see right through them. Yeah.
So, I'll turn to Zilla and go, when did the light turn on?
When I grabbed the veil.
So when you remove the veil, the light turned on.
Correct. And when I removed the veil, the light turned on. I heard the baby noise, the baby crying. That's when I called you guys in.
Okay.
But now the veil's no longer in my bag. And he's sort of gonna like
You stole it from a baby.
reach for the veil and try to put it back in his bag.
Is there like I'll look? I want to look specifically at the light, Bird. Is there any magical sense that I'm seeing right now?
Not specifically at the light, but near it. Just inside the doorway. Not really in the room. But there seems to be someone standing there. It looks like a full-shaped humanoid standing in the door in just a deep blue-black haze. There's no specific school of magic that you're getting from this, but you see something.
Am I able to take this veil from Vandry? Does she give it up
I mean, it's up to her.
when I grab it?
She can.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm just
I
gonna
was
keep
gonna say
shaking
she
my
can
head
fight
with
you
this
on
like
it, but Mom
taking
is
blankets for
disappointed,
babies.
okay?
So I'm gonna take the veil, Bird. I'm gonna place it back on the crib the way I originally found it.
The light goes out.
Is the image still there?
No.
Wait, I wouldn't know that the
No,
image
you
was
wouldn't.
No,
That would be a
but-
question I was about to ask,
That
actually.
would- yeah,
there. Sorry.
but regardless, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the veil. I'm gonna pick it back up.
Light turns on.
Is the
I'm gonna
being
look at
still
the
there?
party and be like,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Okay.
Being-
Zero one starts.
Glitch.
So,
It's a-
Zero one starts clapping
I'm
like rhythmically.
okay. Everyone, stop. What I'm actually seeing right now
That's mad.
is that there is a creature of some kind standing in the door. It's veiled. It's a bluey black haze. I don't know what school of magic it is. That leads me to believe that whilst it's magical, it's not it's not a whatchamacallit, it's like it's not like someone hiding themselves via magic. It's not like a spell. It's a creature. I think it might be a celestial, potentially a spirit. So at this point, what I would like to do, Bird, is I would actually like to, at the lowest possible level, so only at 1d8,
Okay.
I would like to use Sacred Flame.
Okay.
In the opposite right-hand corner. So I dare say, like, is it standing? So the light, I'm guessing, is on the right-hand side of the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, like centered in the wall figure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to use it on the closest corner to there,
Okay.
but very small, and see what happens to that figure.
It's in the doorway back to like the main hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
While Scarth sees this happening, he's gonna lean over and says, "Whatever you're about to do, when it fails, I will act next."
Quick question.
Yeah.
This potentially veiled creature, is it considered hidden or invisible?
Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
Because if it is, it's about to get real fun.
Let me guess,
have
you've
a
got an
way.
ability that you can see something that's invisible. Oh no, you've got something that you conceal something if it's concealed, not invisible.
Spoiler alert, Scotty! Spoiler alert!
Hey!
All birds checking. Oh, wait. Did you find a bird?
Not yet. Let's just see.
While Bird's waiting, I'm gonna look over, or while Bird's trying to find that, I'm gonna look over at Aladan and be like, Aladan, quick, clap your hands.
Dear one's still clapping.
Let's do it. Clap your hands.
I'm gonna turn to Zalera and go, I'm trying to figure out what this shadowy figure is. Can you stop being an idiot right now?
No,
It is
just clap your hands.
Invisible.
It's invisible?
Currently, yes.
I created that fire. It is under my control.
Sure you did. That fire. And I do air quotations.
What is
To be
the-
clear,
Yeah.
these are just 5-foot squares, correct? We're just shrunk.
I shrank everything, so technically now they're 10-foot squares.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you say exactly where the figure is,
Yes.
Scotty?
In the doorway. as
I
said
mentioned
before,
where it
yeah.
is.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna just prance on over, be within about 10 feet, and I have blind sense.
Okay.
What happens?
What does that do exactly?
So it says, if I am able to hear, I am aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of me.
Ooh,
Spicy.
fascinating. All right. So interesting. Scotty, did you want to place Sacred Flame before she started that, or did you want to wait?
I'll wait. I'll kind of have it ready to go, but I'll just hold it ready until Vandry's done that action.
Okay. In the doorway, Vandry can see the same thing Scotty sees. Looks like a veiled humanoid of some sort. Just standing there, kind of shrunken in on itself.
I'm gonna wave at it.
I'm going to. Scarth is going to turn towards Vandry. Go, "May I borrow your eyes for a moment?"
They kind of have to stay in my head, but
So, is that a yes? It's not going to come out of your head. Yeah. He's going to use Gaze of Two Minds. So he's going to touch Vandry's forehead with his finger, and now he can see through Vandry's eyes, and that's including all special senses that Vandry has. He's going to close his eyes, so he's seeing himself in a third person's perspective, and then he's going to use the chains of Carcieri, which allows him to hold monster at will,
Okay.
and that's including celestials, fiends, or elementals. So he's just going to grab it around its neck and hold it.
Okay.
Am I able to see him like grabbing it?
Yeah, you still have your full vision.
Yeah, you would be able to see where you would assume the neck would be.
Mhm.
The darkness around it seems to dissipate a bit. It becomes a little bit brighter.
Say the words.
What you both see in front of you starting to form is a younger woman, pretty skeletal, but not skeleton. You could see every bone through her skin. She's crying, staring at the crib.
I'm gonna wave at Scarth and be like, let her go, let her go.
As Scarth puts her down, he's going to lean over and say, I do not appreciate being snuck up on. It will not happen again. And then he's going to turn around.
Fandria's gonna kind of under her breath be like, okay, old man.
Can the rest of us see her now that he's done this?
No.
Okay.
Can I? With my detect magic? Still?
You can see the presence kind of changing and it's looking a bit more formed. But what you see is more of a purplish outline.
So
of
only
the body.
me and Vandry can see, but both of us can only
Physically what
see
it is.
her through
Correct.
through Vandry's perspective.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm gonna like motion her like towards me. I'm just kind of like, what's going on? And like look between her and like where the crib is.
It would take a few seconds and she would sort of dissipate a little bit and come back in a different spot. Get a little closer to the crib. And as she gets closer to the crib, she disappears again and comes back. It's kind of smoky where she was. And when she gets to the crib, she actually leans into it and picks up a small baby bundle of a crying child that all of you can hear, but none of you can see, except for Vandry. And
me.
I would have probably
and Scotty would have a
sense.
vision of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to then, while looking at myself in third person, get a little bit closer to Vandry and go, it is but an echo of a past life. We should move on.
Andrew's gonna try to look at like the bundle that she's holding.
Looks kind of familiar. Slightly. There's an eerie resemblance to something you've seen in the house already. Could be, maybe. It makes you double think a bit on whether or not you've seen it.
Do I recognize her even though she's skeletal?
There's no features of her that really stand out to something that you've seen. But as you continue to kind of stare at what you are seeing, she looks to be tending to the baby, not in a maid way.
Yeah, so she's likely.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is what you're gathering from it. And she's kind of just soothing the baby at this point. And when she goes to put it back, she lays the baby down and the baby starts crying again. And she kind of
Did it seem like she recognized me at all? Like, or like acknowledged my presence?
She definitely acknowledged you, but not necessarily in like a I know who you are way. It was just
Right.
oh, you're here. And she kind of looks at the crib and looks back at you in a way that's like pleading. And she makes this motion, and it's hard to follow because she's misty looking. But the motion she's making looks as if you're covering the crib.
Covering the crib with what?
You need to put the shroud back on.
The veil
Isn't
that
it
I
already
have-
back on?
No, I took it back off again, so we could see the image.
Okay, I'll tell you to put it back on.
I'll put it back on.
The light goes out. There's no more crying. And she dissipates very slowly and looks like she recedes to the back corner of the room.
Huh. I'm gonna like look in that corner, like super like confused. I like pause for a second and be like, huh. Okay, next room.
Scarth is going to finally open up his eyes and go, "Children, I believe we should go forward." And then he's going to walk out of the room.
Darlon's gonna follow and head towards the mirror that my best friend opened over here.
Eliadan's gonna
I
go
will
along.
relay everything to Illidan that I saw as well, since I know that he noticed it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we're all kind of like starting to like make our way out, Vandry's gonna kind of like hang back and wait for him, be like, hey, so like, this is what I saw. Like, I don't think she's a threat, but I think we just need to leave her alone.
Okay, agreed.
I was really happy that worked.
And then before I leave the room, because ZR's also within the room, I'll go, ZR, can you step out, please?
He's still like
just laughing in the corner.
No. And as Eliadan walks out of the room, he's gonna turn, but before he closes the doors, he's actually gonna say, "Be at peace," and closes them.
Hippie.
I'm a paladin. What do you expect?
Yes,
I love it.
This
Like-
door's open, correct?
Yeah, I believe. Paul, I believe you left the door open to the staircase.
Yeah, it's right here, right?
I gotta lean into the
It's over
character.
there.
That's something that Eliadan would do, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll
Who wants to actually take it and take the
go
stairs?
through.
I
I'm
would.
going down there.
I'll go up the stairs.
I thought it was up.
I'll follow.
It is. It's up.
It's up.
I'll be the
It's
last
up.
one in the back.
Yeah, it is up.
However,
I'll be right behind Balithal.
where is everyone else?
I
Upstairs.
think we're all here, aren't we?
Okay.
Think?
Now we are.
Seems like we're all here.
I'm definitely going up before Zeralon because I don't want him to just start touching things.
Okay.
Because who knows, it could be trapped.
So, Paul, you can sort of
Oh, it's very true.
take the way there.
ZR1 will be right next to Balithal, actually. He'd want to be up front as well.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm right behind
That's okay.
Balithal.
there. Andrew, you can move up. The straight ahead of you, just a little bit north, is actually the entryway to the next room. As you guys are coming through, so you're in this what seems like a hallway of some sort.
But I am still concentrating on detect magic as well.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. Okay.
I'm gonna move over here.
But I'll only burn the one slot. I won't cast it once again. Just in terms
Okay.
of time-wise.
Hey, Sugar,
Yes.
check the.
This hallway is completely empty. It's dusty, but it looks like it's attempting to be cleaned. There's parts of the floor that look like they've been swept recently. Some of the walls have been dusted off. There are no windows, except for one small window directly across from the stairs. And from out it, you can see the balcony just below, where Scarth was standing previously. The door directly to your north, where Zaralon is standing right now, is locked. And there are several other doorways, but there's nothing discerning about the entire floor.
Is this door to the south of me locked?
Every other door is open minus that one. This specific one is locked.
Was this one locked as well? Is it the same room or? Okay.
Nope, unlocked. Can you see the small dot in the center of the door? That
No.
depicts.
Yeah.
So you can't see it there.
I
So
can't.
in the
No.
It's hard to see because of the.
It's the shadowed.
The veil, yeah.
Yeah. So once it's removed, any door that would have inside the center of it has like a black dot. That
Got
would
it.
depict a locked door, essentially.
Got it.
It's really the way that they set up the fog of war. So,
Yeah.
so no,
I
that door
can
below
see it
you.
because I have a floor plan.
You have a floor plan. Yeah. The room directly to your south there is unlocked. Kaiser, the same for you, and directly to your north, Ball and Zaralon is open.
Okay.
For your entryways.
I'm gonna come down into this room.
Is
I
the one in
will
front of me logged?
No. it
Follow
is open.
Balithal.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. So
Oh,
Ball
this-
and Zaralon.
Zarlon.
I can't. It's late.
Let's
I'm
forget
trying,
about the E.
Forget
Forget
Zarlon.
about the E.
3 hours of sleep on me. This chamber is incredibly dusty, super dusty. It hasn't been used in a very long time, but it's packed with old furniture covered in what seems to be canvas cloths. Some of the furniture sticking out, so you can kind of make out some coat racks, some chairs, mirrors, mannequins also. There's an iron stove. There's a wooden trunk just next to the stove that you can make out. And there are several dressers as well that are partially covered with dusty white sheets.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Zaralon and tell him touch nothing.
But there's so many things to touch. And I'm gonna like creep over a little bit and just like poke this thing right here.
And I'm gonna look at him and go, "Did I stutter?"
Nope. But I want to touch it.
What are you investigating for?
Just kind of the general room.
It seems it's very specifically been unused. Things have been moved around quite some time ago, but the dust settled differently in different locations. Specifically, you can see what would be a previously walked through path that goes through the center of the room towards that trunk, and then it stops, and it's not really used anywhere else. It's very dark. There's no windows, -1 on the far side, and it doesn't really appear to be allowing much light in.
Okay, so I'm going to hold on. I gotta read it again. I don't know if this is a touch thing.
Okay.
It is. Dang it. I was gonna cast light, but I have to actually touch what I'm lighting. I doubt I can touch the ceiling.
Can you It's light, is what it's called.
Yeah, it's the cantrip light. It says it's a touch.
Yeah, but
Basically,
does it say what you can touch?
Oh, one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Are you vocalizing that you want? Like, is the room dark? Is this why?
Yeah, she just said
It's pretty dark. Yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't know if I can do this or not, but noticing that the room is dark, I'm gonna grab my staff and then I'm gonna cast light on my staff.
Okay. That works.
There we go. It's like Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
If
Directly
Gandalf
around
was
you.
a tool of a took.
Directly around you. I'm just gonna throw this up here for a second. So it's 20 feet around you. So just to this wall, but only about halfway through the room. You can very specifically see the walkway that is there, and you can follow it pretty solidly through here to here. There's a bunch of walking and doing stuff here, and that is where it ends. The rest of the room hasn't been touched for long before that.
I'm going to follow the walkway and end right where it stops with my lit staff.
In front of you is a half-covered wooden trunk. Next to you is a turned-off fire stove, like an iron stove.
I just want to look at the trunk. I'll make sure it's not going to bite him.
It is not trapped.
Yeah.
It's not trapped that you can tell. And it doesn't appear to be anything super special. It just looks like an older, more rickety trunk.
I'll hold the staff for light, like over top of it, as he potentially opens the chest.
You want to open the chest?
For you, Bal.
Oh, I didn't realize that was directed at me.
Yeah, I'm holding the light for you. Like, open the chest.
Super sketchy about this. BL chest.
Okay.
Go.
When you open the chest, inside is clearly skeletal remains. And they have somewhat longer, dark, flowing hair. And it's wrapped partially in bed sheets that are stained dark, deep red.
Can I tell, is it just one set of remains, or?
You could do a medicine check. There's only one set. And from what you can see, it looks like it was not accidental. The way that the remains are sitting inside this trunk that are clearly too small for the remains looks as if it was shoved in.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder and be like, not Zeralon, sorry. Eliodon, do you want to come take a look at this?
Sure. So I'll walk on over, and I'm dare say I'm getting to the end of my detect magic at this point. Is there anything magical within the room that I'm seeing?
No.
Okay. So I'll walk over to the chest that is being held open with the light over the top, and I will have a look.
There we
Okay. After taking a few minutes to just kind of remove some of the bed sheets, just take a good, thorough look at the remains, you find that there's multiple puncture wounds into the rib cage, the sternum, the skull, and both arms in several locations. What you can envision is a very rage-induced murder. It had to have been a longer type dagger of sorts. It's had to get through everything to hit Nick the Bone the way that it has. When you start to look at it, and you're kind of just pondering to yourself a bit, you start to get a feeling that this is a very familiar person to you now. Maybe not visually. Something about you is just feeling very uneasy.
Alright. Am I able to tell how old the body is?
Probably 200 to 300 years old.
So recent.
Pretty fresh.
Definitely recent.
Pretty fresh. Yeah, yeah.
Can I make a history check to see if I can successfully identify who I think it might be from my knowledge of the brown hair?
Sure.
Look at that look. Sorry. Distraction.
Yeah.
So cute.
I think she just had a bad dream, so we're trying to relax.
Staring right into your eyes. That was super cute. Okay.
For deduction, you're fine.
Oh man.
The images, the pictures that are around the house, the people that you have started to associate with who you should be seeing here. This one doesn't belong. Both the lady and the lord of the house, both Dursts, had blonder hair. And Rose and Thorn both also had dirty blonde, not dark hair. However, there's one thing that clicks that you remember in passing. That there was a stillborn child in this house.
Yes, there was.
With a 18, you do recall the letter from Strahd talking about the stillborn baby and the atrocities that were committed to create that baby.
Zarelon read that out loud, didn't he?
Yeah.
Overshare.
Only for certain things.
Okay, does the rough look of the rough shape of the skeletal remains match that of the spectre figure that we just encountered?
Yes. If not perfect.
That's
Bless you, baby.
They said bless you, say thank you. Thank you.
Zarlon's gonna look at Balithal and be like, so you want to talk to this one too?
I was thinking about that, but then I have to come up with 3 questions and puts me on the spot.
You know, there's enough of us here to help you.
I mean,
I fear what may happen if we disturb the dead.
Goody two shoes at it again.
So relax. I'm not gonna raise it. It's have a conversation.
Just have a conversation with it.
Yes, but we know. Well, actually, you guys don't, but I'm about to share with you. The specter that we just saw Zarlon is the spirit from this body.
All the more reason to talk with her and get to know more about this house.
All the more reason not to. Because we don't want to anger someone who has been wrongfully killed.
But maybe think about it this way, okay? We want to play Mr. Goody Two Shoes for a minute here. What if we think about it in the sense that maybe we could help her so that she could rest? Maybe she could share with us what happened to her and what we could do to set her at peace. And then I'll sort of like shudder like that disgusted me to say something nice.
And
Zero-1 is going to
Eliadan kind of is a bit taken aback as you say that. He's like,
Bird.
Yeah.
Just say something.
What
ZR1 was trying to say something.
He just says inquiry. I don't understand what makes his shoes good.
Makes his shoes good?
You continuously refer to him as Goody Two Shoes. I do not understand.
It's fine, ZR. Ignore him. Look, if you guys want to do it, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But I will not take part in this. I can give you questions to ask, but you must relay that information to me. I'm not going to be a part of it. It is against my nature.
I'm gonna look at both of you and go, I really don't care to talk to this pile of bones.
I mean, that's fair. Up to you.
I think we already have sufficient information from the letter. The fact that...
But don't you guys want to know who killed her?
200 to 300 years ago, I'm not really all that interested in it.
Exactly.
Fair, but you know, this house got some weird vibes to it. I mean, 200 to 300 years old cannot be that old when it comes to magical beings, with my knowledge.
You're not wrong, but at the same time, the body was hidden here for a reason. We still haven't fully explored the basement, and I know that we're likely to find what the monsters, as Thorn and Rose told us, down there. But we may have to face more knights. We may
I'll
have
keep
to face
poking them, don't worry.
We may have to face other things on the way. Or those knights could already be up on this level. And when he says this level, I mean the non-secret level that we're in.
Yeah, we destroyed them once, we'll destroy them again. No big deal. I'm not worried about the knights. I'm worried about what might be in the basement.
I agree. but I think the letter gives us sufficient information that we do not have to bother this poor soul.
All right. Won't bother the soul.
But earlier you said that there were covered mirrors in this room too, right?
Yep.
Are they like the large standing mirrors?
Yeah, they're the standing, like, independent mirrors, not against any walls or anything.
What's this at the end?
A closed up window that's pretty small.
Hafner keeps Smithy in check. Sheesh.
You said that he was. Did he share that he didn't see anything magic in here?
I don't think he shared it.
Elliot,
Sorry, what was this?
did you share the fact that there's nothing magical in this room?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'd ask him if he's getting anything from the mirrors.
I'm getting no magical sense at all in this room whatsoever.
With that, I'm just gonna go, okay, and walk out.
Then I will do the same.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to happen. As they both walk out, I'm going to walk through the room. I'm going to pull all the sheets off and I'm going to throw them on the floor.
I knew he was gonna do that stupid stuff. I'm gonna close the door and like hold it shut.
What are you trying to do with it now? Oh gosh.
I'm going through the room and I'm pulling all the sheets off and sort of investigating what's underneath all the sheets.
Okay. Let's see. You find several chairs, nothing too special. They just look like spares. A couple of empty coat racks, several standing mirrors that are completely cloaked, some dress mannequins, a couple of dressers that are empty or appear to be. And nothing really too fancy. It just looks like extra furniture and or spare that they stored up here for a rainy Sunday.
And
And yeah.
the stove. If I investigate the iron stove.
It's just been unused. It looks like for a very long time, probably longer than those remains have been here.
So there's no signs of like anything, any remains or anything being burnt? Okay.
Nothing that you can find. There is some ash inside, but that's really about it.
How do you investigate the stove?
Like I open the door and I like sift through, like I'm looking for any signs of anything inside of it.
Okay, as soon as he opens the door, I'm gonna light it.
You're out of the room. You're not even here. Okay, so I took all the sheets off. I put them all on the ground. Nothing happened. No lights turned on. No nothing like that.
No, nothing.
All right. Well, then I'm bored and I'll leave the room.
Okay.
And then, as he does, I said, "Told you."
Told me what? I followed behind you guys. And I'll touch my staff and I'll turn off the light.
Okay.
I told you there was nothing magical in the room.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Other than our friendship.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what you're talking about. I followed in right behind you guys. As my hands are like covered in soot.
You keep lying, then. You keep lying.
Well, and as I exit the room, I will loudly ask, why did you take the sheets off of everything?
Where were you?
Behind you.
Like the entire time.
I never left the room. I was just standing there.
Okay. So now that I go
Like,
back in the room
canon-wise-
just to see, he blends in with all the blankets. Okay, I could not tell that he was in there.
I mean, I'm
I was gonna
standing.
say, can we make
perfectly
a
still, too.
canon that like DR1's disguise is like a plus 25?
Yeah.
Right? If you
Just blend
put
into
him
any background.
Right
you
now,
put him
VR1
back in
is
that room,
covered in blankets.
No. So you've got to remember that
he blends right in.
that Smithy only has 20 feet on light. So
God,
ZR
man.
would be in darkness to him as Zaleron's going around the room pulling everything off. How Zaleron wouldn't know.
The quietest metal giant you've ever seen.
Exactly.
Well, I don't breathe or anything like that
Yeah.
either, so.
Yeah.
Out
He's
of
just
character, his token blends in with the blankets. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he does pretty blended pretty well too.
I like that. ZR1 is Drax.
No, I think
Oh,
ZR
Yeah, that's canon.
is Carric. Because that's Carric's
He
response
just
every time.
vanishes into anything. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
As you all step back into the hallway and you shut the door behind you, it locks.
Of course it does.
From inside the room, you very faintly hear a woman weeping. You cannot pick that lock back open,
Even
Wonderful.
if I stab it a lot.
even if you stab it a lot.
Which one? This one?
The one that you just came out of.
Oh, it locked now. Sorry, I missed
Mhm.
that.
What kind of lock is it?
From what it just seems like a normal skeleton key lock.
So I can slightly see through into the room.
Yeah, you could likely.
Told you we should have talked to her.
No, we shouldn't have.
Now she's crying. She's sad because we didn't talk to her.
No, she's crying because of the pain of what happened to her. Do you have no
Which
sympathy?
we'll never know because we didn't talk to her.
I mean, did you not see the body? It had tons of puncture wounds.
Yeah, and we should avenge her death. The murderer who killed her needs
I'm not
to suffer
saying
the same fate.
I'm not saying that we don't right the wrong that was done to her.
But you don't want to gain the knowledge to be able to right the wrong, so there's that.
No. What I'm saying is, why disturb someone when you already have sufficient knowledge of what has been done? You don't need to know the entire picture to right a wrong. You don't need to know.
The more you know.
I mean, any other investigation, you never, ever are able to understand what happens to the person who has died, who you are investigating, unless by supernatural means like Balithal can. And that is a very rare occurrence in my line of
We
work.
have the resource, so we can use it.
But Balithal decided not to. And I agree with him.
Yeah. And I'll just walk away out of here.
And as he does, I will turn to the door, and I will bow my head, and I'll say the same. I'll say the same thing as I did at the other door. Be at peace.
I'm gonna look at him and go, I'm sure that's very helpful.
The sass in this group is real.
I'm trying to fill this chaotic evil role.
So
It is coming
slightly
across
out
chaotic
of-
evil.
It's
slightly out of
working.
character here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how screwed would I be if I used that spell to get back into that room?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like a 30.
Cake.
Oh.
You continue to hear the weeping. There's various people now missing from your party. They've dissipated into other rooms. You're not quite sure who's where. You do hear some weird noises, everyone, independently, no matter where you are. Coming from the house itself, from the things around you. You even think you hear each other. And from somewhere on this floor, you hear what sounds like children playing. You're laughing. They seem
I'll check DM.
happy. And at the same time, you also hear that infant crying. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.
That was
I
great.
get a whole week to think about what I'm gonna do.
Other than die? I mean, you guys are fucking with things, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, Bird. This has what, like 1 or 2 more sessions? We're gonna die anyways.
Yeah, but no need to speed up the process,
I mean,
alright?
technically speaking, there's only one more session, so...
See?
And no. You might be dying because you're knocking on everything.
Exactly.
I am fully convinced there's no chance that we all walk out of this alive, so...
Exactly.
When you have half of my HP, yes, you are correct.
That's why I said all of us. I mean,
Some of us will.
Yeah, I have I still have a secret weapon in my pocket.
I have a couple of those.
I sense some
I'm very
backstabbing.
excited.
That I am trying to use.
Oh no! If Scarth wants you gone, there will be no backstabbing. It will be a front stabbing.
I wasn't talking about Scarf. I was talking
Okay, I
about
got a quick power
Zaleron.
break. I'll have my headphones.
So,
Wash your hands.
the way
I know.
Scotty, the way I imagine our characters interacting is like at first, like you're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's not too bad," and then you start thinking about what he said, and you're like, "Wait,
Yes,
no."
I agree. I agree with that logic. Very much so. That it's very like, hang on a second. Do I agree?
What did you just say?
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like
I
a mental double take.
I'm making all of Scarth's words a little honeyed.
Yes. I can tell.
All right. But I have to go because I have to be up in 5 hours.
No worries.
All right.
Gross.
Yeah,
Good night.
gross indeed.
Alright.
Good night, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Good night.
Say bye.
Alrighty, team. I am going to wrap up my stream and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, good.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, how good was that? That was good to get some combat in with Eliadan, and man, the Radiant rolls sucked, but I still did 29 damage, like double strike, like it's good. Very funny, Fireposion. You're hilarious, good sir. Very hilarious. All right, let's have a look. See who out of our friends we can send off a raid to. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been absolutely awesome playing D&D with these guys. Freaking love the character dynamics here. Yeah, dude. Firepoison 110 freaking % right now. Like, not gonna lie. It's not today. Not today. So to give you an update, it's November that we'll be doing hobbying in the morning and then D&D afterwards. It's gonna kick someone's teeth in like 5 minutes. Look, I'm gonna be honest, Firepoison. One of the spells that I've got, actually, so I can, once I get Zaleron down to half health, I've actually got Banishing Smite, which allows me to do an additional 5d10 force damage to a target. And if this attack reduces the target to 50 HP or fewer, I banish it. And it's verbal. Wait, no. It's, yeah, it's verbal. So I just have to speak it and then just smack down on Zaleron, and he's just gone. So Yeah, exactly, but I'd have to hit, and because I've got a plus 11, anything on a 4 or greater will hit him. See ya! So, ladies and gentlemen, to let you know what we got coming up this week, we have got hobbying on Tuesday night and Friday night. Tuesday from 7 p.m, Friday night from 7:30 p.m, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We're going to be keeping on working on the Pre-Heresy Ahriman, the Razorback, and then we're going to start working on some more Necrons as well. Maybe even throw some Marines in there potentially too. We'll see how we go. Because I need to finish the Razorback. We'll keep on working on those. Then next week we'll have session 19, which is going to be awesome. I'm pretty sure next week and the week after, the last 2 weeks, that we will have 11 a.m. starts. After that, in summer, we'll be kicking off at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings, where we'll be doing painting for the first 2 to 2.5 hours. Then we'll be jumping into D&D with the crew afterwards as well. Just as a heads up for you all. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to go raid Bunny Logic, I believe. We're going to send off the raid over to them. I know you guys already follow me on all the different platforms. Very funny, Fireposion. Very funny. Let me make sure I spell their names correctly here. We're going to send off a raid to them. We're going to say g'day. It's been absolutely awesome hanging out with you all. These are some great friends of mine that I've met through Iron Smithy. Yeah. Exactly. It's summer for me in like a month and a half's time, my dude. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been absolutely awesome to bring you some more Dungeons & Dragons content. And we'll have some more coming up. Yeah, I was like, bro, summer is forever now. From now, yeah. Well, for you maybe, not for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Scotty D49. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll catch you all soon.